mic isn't a whole lot
No,
older
no,
than hers
we
was.
heard that before
We
that.
are live.
Well, I
Oh.
guess it doesn't matter anymore, does it?
Well,
No,
it matters
we
that
were
you fix
trying-
your microphone so Zora won't murder
Womp
you.
womp.
Yeah.
What just
his-
happened?
His microphone
Shadowfox's
died.
mic was freaking out, and I'm like,
It was
"Oh, Shadowfox, you might have to
Oh,
restart
sorry.
Zoom or
Beep,
Is
boop,
it
and hard.
popping? Was it popping?
Yeah.
No, it
was
was like
like
dead
static.
spot.
out.
Look at
Yeah.
how
Cutting and
surprised
cutting
I
out.
am.
It was like
Look at how surprised I am. It's like this has been going on for weeks. I'm
yeah.
gonna tell you right now. Oh shit, I'm not the leader of this one. I was gonna say, you start popping, I'm gonna fucking mute your ass, but I'm not the leader of this, so.
You heard I am Fox to mute him.
That is some serious words right there.
Yeah, damn.
Because it's annoying. It's so annoying because it gets worse and worse and worse to the point where you just hear like.
Well, I
but
can
it's
tell you this.
popping, so
You're,
you're like,
you're kind
"Ah."
of doing it yourself.
Yeah,
too.
that's what it was doing.
What?
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
kind of doing it
Am
yourself
I?
too. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you are. I think it's your internet.
Yeah. Are you guys like in any sort of storm or anything at the moment?
No. No, we're not.
Well, the nose were clear.
Yeah, you're clear now.
Like the sass is there, but
We heard the sass loud and
It's
clear.
only clear and crisp when you're clearly unhappy.
You need to stay pissed.
your
the whole
internet
game.
connection is based on your misery.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
have
that's
a
about
Which
right.
I mean,
internet
Comcast,
connection.
right? It makes sense.
I was gonna say if you're Comcast or FiOS, that makes sense.
What are we? I don't even remember. But we have like amazing internet. All I know is that I have a new mic and it's amazing. I think this is the first time I'm actually using my mic on this channel or on this show. And
When you're clear, you
I'm
sound
having a
great.
computer. Well, so far, thank you. Yes, and my computer is at that point where it's getting worse and worse, where I can have very few things open, and I'm like, that doesn't help for streaming at all. But I don't
Ew.
have $2,000 to drop on a new PC, so
Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
you. I've been on borrowed time with mine for at least a couple of years now as well.
I had
Yep.
to replace mine this year. It was a pretty penny and it took a long time to come in too. It was the only way to get them right now because of the shortages on stuff is to like get it pre-built where they put all the parts you want it in
Mhm.
there.
Oh,
And
I
even
was
then
able
the
to-
process took like four and a half months to get it.
God,
Damn.
when I built Steven's computer like a couple months ago, I just ordered all the parts off Amazon. They were here in like 2 days.
here's
Did
the
you
thing,
get a
though.
graphics card? Did you get a graphics card
Yeah.
that fast?
No, but
Yeah.
I am. The best part is, I saw one up for 600 like a couple weeks ago, and I'm just waiting for restock again.
Okay, yeah, because
Yeah.
my problem was the graphics card.
Because here's the thing. The graphics card is really the only thing I need to update because I Frankenstein my computer. I replace the parts as needed. So everything is roughly 3, maybe 5 years max old into it. Except the graphics card. Graphics card is old. I'm actually on borrowed time on the minimum requirements for most video games now on my graphics card. And that's been going on for at least a couple years. I'm like, it's not going to last much longer. But here's the thing. The cost of a graphics card, not even a high-end graphics card, costs as much. It's pretty much just getting a new fucking computer. So I'm like, you know what? If I'm going to spend that much money on a graphics card, get a new computer and spend a couple extra $100 for just a brand new computer.
Why do you think
It's
I
ridiculous.
did it that way?
Yep.
That's what I did a couple
Exactly
years
the
ago.
reason.
Because
Like,
Zora
might
could
as
attest.
well.
Zora could
Yeah.
attest the computer I was running on before this. That thing was like 10 years old at that time.
Yeah.
It didn't run
Yeah.
shit.
So if I'm going to already spend over $1,000 and the average I'm seeing is like $1,300, whatever, for a graphics card, that's not even a high-end graphics card, I'm like, I might as well just buy a whole new computer.
Seriously.
I don't care.
Yeah, because I looked into it for a long time, from several months before I broke down and was like, you know what, I found a good website. I'm just gonna do this.
Yep.
Anyway, we digress.
Yes.
It
so
sounds like you're
hopefully
coming in
we're
clear
good.
right now. Yeah.
Good. So hopefully this works. I mean, again, I'm on borrowed time. Hopefully it's a very long borrowed time until I can get new parts, but that's going to be for another year or two because I'm going to be spending a lot of money this year traveling a lot. So not going to happen.
And apologies, Zorro. I would have given you my old graphics card, but I gave it to my 14-year-old nephew. little Z's got
Oh,
it.
dare you.
I know. I'm sorry.
What
It
was
was a
the
Christmas
graphics card?
Christmas present. We gave him a
What
bunch
was
of
it?
computer stuff.
First of all, thank you for that resub, Gillatam. And second of all,
I know. I'm
I'm
sorry.
asking all my friends that are replacing their computers. I'm like, graphics card? Can I have a graphics card? And they'll be like, oh no, we trashed it. And I'm just like,
I would never trash
Okay.
it, but it
Okay.
went to the 14-year-old building his own computer.
fine, give it to the smart kid. I don't care.
What
Yeah.
what card do you currently have?
A 980.
The 980, you're looking at, as I said the one day you asked me, you're
Mhm.
looking at like a 2060 is the minimum that's considered an upgrade, because the
And it costs
980s were
Close to 1,000.
so freaking good for what they were.
Yeah, it's just the price tag that's like, might as well
Yeah.
just buy a new computer because that's still not even cheap. So great card, not cheap. So yeah,
No,
But you know
the
what is-
980 holds.
but you know what is cheap? Your entertainment to us with
Yes.
this game. So yeah. So
On a happier topics.
on a happier talking, we're here. We had a couple of weeks of health issues, so we are back. We've got the full crew. I'm super excited so we can get back on track. So where we first left off for last time was you guys finally made it back to the Citadel, where you went to see Arissa and turned in the document as well as the scientists. You were able to take the injured scientists to the medical bay and everything over in that area. You found out pretty quickly that Arissa is still confused as fuck as what's going on, yet she somehow recognized one of the creatures that you guys encountered. The ones with the poison that just fumes from the top of their heads with like no mouth. Until she can get some more information, you guys were free to kind of go about your business until you decided to leave for the next planet she told you about with the fumes. So you guys decided to do a little bit of shopping, a little bit of restocking. You guys got some cool new things. You harassed the fuck out of Ep. Ep is just going to be on a vendetta in the future, the way you guys are just like bullying this Volus.
He deserved it.
We'll see
Mel,
what
Um,
Mel
happens.
is
I
innocent.
would like to point out an olive branch was offered at the end of it.
You were
Beep
popping
boop.
so hard. I don't know.
You were
yeah,
great right
sorry.
after you adjusted the cable the first time.
We're gonna see some people rage. I feel like
We
we're
are.
gonna see some rage.
are.
Getting there.
And I'm not
I-
raging
I-
at him. I'm raging at a
Sorry.
stupid mic.
And I just want to say my hands are clean on the whole ep thing. I just pointed some
No.
nice customers to his store.
No. You are
I was
so
nothing
far
but
from innocent.
friendly. I don't know what you're talking about. I was nothing but friendly. We're
I
friends.
just rewatched the VOD. You used intimidation tactics on him.
We're
Wow,
friends.
I'm echoing like hell. I am echoing
Hey,
hard
not
on my
popping.
mic.
Yeah, you're not popping though.
Yeah, on the plus side, the echo, super crisp.
Yeah, the echo was clear.
I can't win. I can't win. Please mute yourself while I'm talking. I'm gonna cry. Anyway, you guys harassed it. It was harassment. You have to be honest. It was harassment.
It,
But you got
it
some cool
was
stuff out of it.
I'm innocent.
it was
No, I'm
negotiations.
innocent.
It was strong arm negotiations.
It was. Very
Between
strong.
friends.
But you guys
Friends.
were able to get some cool stuff. Oh, backtracking a little bit, we did get a new AI companion that obeys Vera that we were able to hang out with, and it was Acelia, I believe, is what she had named her. It's kind of like an extra companion. So y'all are aware of her, and y'all were introduced. So no sudden crazy moments with her.
We got a robot on board now.
Yes. It was from the card pool. That's why.
She's a
Okay.
VI, right?
It is it's technically it's complicated. It's Prothean. You did notice that you guys did some tests. Jamar and Vera did some tests where they can tell it was an AI, or at least it came from the Omni tool, because she kind of shimmered for a bit, but when they touched her and poked her, she was completely solid. So
Okay.
Prothean technology. It's mysterious. So yeah, so you have her. You also want
She
to find some
hot?
information. She is hot. Well, I'll show you her token later. Yeah.
Please do not sleep with the computers.
I'm just saying, metal lady.
I think she's hot. Well, no one knows
No.
if she's completely metal yet. No one's actually cut her yet, so we'll
Just
find
saying,
out.
if Vera needs some work
I mean,
done on her robot,
I
she knows
sparred
who
with
to
her
go
for a little
to.
while. I probably have a fairly good idea.
You know what? I will. I'm gonna do this real quick for you guys, just to show you. You guys will have to watch it on the stream real quick, but I'm gonna show you a quick little token of what she looks like.
Give me a sec. I have to actually get on the stream.
Yeah.
Oh, she pretty.
Oh, she is
bot.
pretty.
She
Yeah.
pretty bot.
So she's got like very pale gray, almost white looking. She's a lot of gray tones basically for her skin color, and then she's got that turquoise face pattern with very bright blue eyes. So yeah, that's what
Pretty.
she looks like. So yeah, she's pretty. I think she's hot, but you know, beauty's the eye of the beholder. So we found out some information. Well, Vera tried to find out some information on Arleo. And turns out, really nothing on him. The plot thickens. You know where he was born. Proves that he's a Turian, I guess. Or does it? And then you
Born
guys decide
on
to
the
have a spa
home
day.
world of the Tyrians. Big surprise.
You know. So yeah, so then you guys had a bit of a spa day with Morsa, the Asari that is a friend of Dreskar. Who's later going to have a date. So as you guys are making your way back from the spa, Jamar, you actually you get your attention from it looks like someone is trying to essentially ring the doorbell on the ship.
Wait, where is everybody right now?
Everyone's at the spa except Jamar and Brockus and you.
Okay.
We're all on the ship.
So I guess, and it's like kind of right after time period wise, it's like right after everyone's like pretty much getting ready to leave the spa or already on the way out or already gone.
Yeah,
Right.
at this point, they're like at the tail end of the spa.
All right.
So this is like this is
So-
the in between. So we're kind of backtracking a little bit. Technically they did make it back at the very end of the last episode because I didn't want to rob Jamar of his sweet weapon that he gave Dreskar. So we're rewinding for just a scotch, just a minute. With Jamar getting I don't know why I'm picking up
Someone's
Jamar. I
literally
just think it's fun.
basically
So
someone's basically ringing the ship's doorbell.
yes.
So this is before they get back and have that interaction that they had at the end. Okay.
Correct. Yes.
I was just confused for a second.
Yeah,
I would
reach
just
that's why
like
I'm
to
over
like
and-
say
rolling back just a little bit.
before
Reach
you
over
go
and
jump
smack
into
the
this.
comm panel. Nope.
Before you jump into this, I just would like to say it's about this time that Mel finally climbs herself out from underneath some of the engine pieces and looks for her Omni tool that she set aside because it was a really tricky section of the engine. She needed to be like just skin in there. And she looks at it and sees, hey, meet up. We're going to the sorry spa or whatever they say. And Jamar may hear this, but there's an echo throughout the ship of a lot of curse words when she sees the timestamp on that.
You just hear
Yep. Very creative Earth curses and just references you probably really don't know.
There's probably slang words in there that I don't want to
Yeah.
know.
You're like,
Yeah.
what's
It's like
elderberries? Your mother
something-
smells of elderberries? What?
Something about mother's donkey and like, just lots of other things.
And as that
Slurs.
happens, smack the comm panel. Brockus, we might want to go. Someone's at the ship's door. If we might want to go see who it is.
Yeah, fine. I'm on it.
If I don't hear the racking the shotgun as that
Oh,
gets
oh,
said,
no.
I'm going to be disappointed.
Oh no, the shot like somebody's going to the door. We're not expecting anybody. Yeah, shotgun's getting racked.
Was
Well,
that just to Brockus
I
or was
really
that on the
hope
ship's
that's-
open comm?
if it's on
Last
the
I
intercom-
remember, Mel was currently buried in an engine bay, and I heard swearing, which means she might still be buried in engine bay.
So unless it was on
Was-
the Omni tool, comms are kind of across everything. There's no like private comm.
Yeah, it was more. You would have heard, "Hey, someone's at the door. We might want to see who it is."
Okay.
Whether or not you decide to show up for that is up to you.
She
Brock
grabs
is-
a large wrench and grumpily covered in oil starts heading over to where the door is, hoping for something to hit right now.
Jesus.
It's gonna be a bolus. It's gonna be a bolus.
Please let it be Ep's delivery guy.
Like when he gets to the door, he's gonna push the comm on the door to the other side. What?
And at this point, you see Mel kind of like stomping over to you towards the front. Yeah, I have a delivery here for you all. Ep's Pep in your
who
step here
is-
to deliver.
From
The fuck does Ep want?
oh
Guys,
oh,
you guys ordered
oh.
shit.
Yeah, Brockus, you can let him in. Oops.
I have
yeah,
Two
yeah,
things here.
yeah.
Do you want it?
Open the door and just keep the gun trained on him as he comes in.
Wrench.
Okay, that's cool. I don't know what. Okay, I'll keep your shit. I don't care. And he motions
put it
back,
over
and
there.
you see. Oh, all right.
Yep, right there.
Just kind of wheels it in.
Good.
And what you can see, it's all wrapped up, but what one looks like it looks like maybe like a hutch of some sort, made out of crystal. And then you see what looks like a big display case. This was already paid
So-
for, so this is your shit.
Is there a crate or a box or anything? It's just
He hauled it on one of those hover crates or one of those hover
Okay.
dollies.
Right.
So it's all like thinking like
Refresh
like,
my memory. Who was the display case for?
The
That's
display case
for-
was for dress card.
oh, it's for dress card.
Oh,
okay.
well,
Yeah.
if you're delivering those, come this way.
All
So,
right.
you still haven't really told me, why are we doing business with Ep?
Oh, we bought a few things from App. Also, there's a thing for you in the armory. It's a an armor mod program. Kind of useful. Thought you might want it.
I missed shopping too.
You were in an engine bay. There's nothing we could do about that.
Don't worry, I miss shopping as well.
I fell asleep too. It's just something about the engine. It's so comforting and warm. I just took a
It's
bit
the
of
frequency it hums at.
a nap. I know, right? It's
It- it-
great.
it's the same thing with me and the monitors up in the cockpit.
Yeah.
Not to sound
there was a
cliche, but you
display
guys
case
were
and what el-
calibrating.
One else. What else was there? Display case and
It was a display case, and it looks like a crystal hutch. It's kind of all wrapped up right now, but is you can definitely see that it's
where,
made out of
where
crystal.
was that going?
This says it's for sorry. I don't remember
Athelia.
her name, so I
Oh,
just wrote it
Yep.
down.
Okay. Come this way.
Yeah,
and I'll
that's
lead
not
him to
that
the
medicine.
rooms where they
Alright.
belong.
Okay.
You're
And he'll
delivering. May as well deliver them
ahead.
to where they belong.
So he goes ahead and he takes it off and kind of like unwraps it. Does the same thing over in dress cars, and then as soon as he's done, he's like, "Cool, thanks for shopping at Ep's Pep in your step. Bye." And he just walks out, and you can see
Hey,
he's just
you-
kind of looking around, like, "Cool ship,
Do you want a tip?
sure."
Smile more. It makes everybody happy. Have a nice day. And she just turns
Yeah, I
around
don't get
on
paid
her
enough
heel.
for this shit. It's
Ep
just-
doesn't pay
you can
well.
see he's
You
pissed,
should
but he's
ask
so
for a
chill he doesn't
raise.
care.
For someone
And
who
he
works at a
leaves.
pep in your step.
No pep, right? Zero.
I mean, could you really have pep in your step if you work for Ep?
Who's
I mean-
an ep? What's an ep?
Ep is the idiot that stranded Vera on Omega.
He did what, Vera?
Stranded Vera on Omega.
That's how she got stuck with us.
Yeah,
So if
that
you
didn't
ever-
end well for him, did it?
So if you ever wonder why there's any malice towards Ep from
Uh-huh.
Vera, that's why.
That's fair.
But why are we buying things from him? I thought he was
Because
on
he
a.
actually had some useful things. I know it was probably a sick, twisted joke on Vera's part to make us go harass Ep. But on the upside, we did get some neat things for a good price.
Maybe
May
check
have
it for
been due
traps.
to intimidation.
or
Is the
bombs.
price free?
The price is more reasonable than it would cost me to build it.
That's pretty good.
As long as it is what it is, and it's not, you know,
Also,
a bomb.
still, neat program
Oh.
for you in the armory. Mel, you and Athelia can fight over the other one.
Okay. What is it?
I think the tag I put on the box said ATV. It allows you to basically climb on surfaces and swim through things that you might otherwise have difficulty doing so.
Yeah, that makes sense. We had used to call some little vehicles that on back on Earth, old Earth, way old. But anyway, cool. I don't want to go outside ever though. So, but it's
yes,
forced.
but it's not limited to natural. We might have to climb up something that you're less than comfortable climbing up.
Oh, that could be useful. Different parts of the ship and whatnot. Yeah. Okay.
And Brockus, the other one, there's a program that allows you to use, throw without having to actually be able to normally.
I will get much use out of that.
I mean, you can kind of already throw shit pretty far, but that
Yes,
would
but the
enhance it, I
other
imagine.
throw.
The legit throw.
One Athelia uses all
The
time.
non-Krogan version.
Oh, I just realized I've been talking without my accent this whole time because it's been weeks since I played this character.
And you know what's
Sure,
sad? I totally didn't pay attention to it.
Nobody
Wait,
brought it up.
Wow.
So
Wow.
is it now canon that when Mel is angry or upset, she just becomes American?
Yeah, when Mel's pissed, she goes American.
She just like
There
starts
you go.
like
Her mom
swearing.
was American. Her
She starts-
dad's
Oh,
British.
God.
She starts
There we
swearing in
go.
like a heavy New York accent.
Yep, she starts sounding Jersey a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be unfortunate.
So Brockus, just so you know, if you decide to use this, it is a arms mod for your armor. And it basically gives you, if you just look up the spell throw, it's exactly that. However, because it is a mod, you can use the throw once per short or long rest. But it's basically the throw spell.
Okay.
So just
Still
mark that
very
as a
raucous thing.
yeah. So just mark it as one of your arm mods.
Mm-hmm. Thankfully, I don't have an arm mod.
And if you
There
need
you go.
any install rolls from that, you need to talk to Mel.
Wait, is the repulsor gauntlet an arm mod or is that a hand mod?
That is a oh god, no, that is a that's a hand mod.
Okay.
I'll have to
All
look it
mods
up.
will
I
be
could have
installed
sworn
by
it was.
Mel.
I'll have to look it up. I think you can have. Shit, I think you can have 2 mods per piece. I could be entirely wrong. Do not quote me on it. I will have to look up on how many mods you can have per piece.
All good.
Because I think it depends on the piece. I know headpiece it's 1. It's only 1.
Because he's still got the stock medium armor. He doesn't have anything special.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's why I said specifically for the arms. That's why. Because those are kind of separate. You still have the arm pieces for the stock armor and all that good stuff. So
I like
yeah.
how Tiger thinks. Should go to Mercy. Give the 8-year-old throw.
Jesus Christ.
That's absolutely a terrifying idea.
The only consequence is that she's 8 years old, so it pushes her back from recoil.
Hey Zoro,
Yes.
can I say that Mel dips out for a little bit and goes shopping, but we don't need to RP it and just
Sure.
spend like 10,000 credits on art supplies so that when shit comes
Damn.
up, Mel just has it.
Yeah, no, that's totally fine. So you guys actually did some shopping for some art supplies last time.
Yeah. But we're
so
on the
if you
Citadel
do-
now, and the Citadel's got like glitter and good shit. So
Yes. I'll tell you right now, because it's basic supplies, you can get 10,000 credits worth if you want. That would be a fuck ton of stuff because art supplies is pretty inexpensive. So if
Just
you
like
want like a
I want
If
like
you
that
wanna-
high end fucking paint and like you know.
I mean, again,
Like
you can
s-
spend 10,000 if you want, but if you want like a fuck ton of art stuff, it's a little bit closer to like 4,000 to 5,000.
All right, I'll spend 5,000. I'm just
Yeah, I'm just helping you out
emphasizing.
here.
I don't want to list it out. I just want, you know, if
That's
I get
fine.
a creative ambition, I want just to put it out there, DM, that Mel spent money
Right.
to have these things on board.
Base
Are you
Michaels
buying
just
more
shows up
canisters?
with pallets,
Yes.
like crates full of art supplies.
I go to Citadel
Yeah.
Michaels.
Okay, it's like Hobby Lobby, Michaels. Yeah,
Yes.
so you just go
Oh
to,
my-
yeah.
Fox, no. No.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if there's
Yes,
a Hobby
yes,
Lobby,
yes.
if there's a Hobby Lobby, it's basically Bulbasaur. I'm gonna tell you that right now because it rhymes. But either way, yeah, you're able to get that stuff. So you can go ahead and put whatever down, unless it's like some uber crazy shit, which it's like it's a specialty item, which I have not introduced yet. Yeah, it's just do 5,000 even, and that will
Okay.
cover a bunch of stuff. So
And we
now if
can
you're
just
buying
say
like
that
paint for the
I
ship,
probably-
that's a lot.
I probably know how to like online order this and have it delivered to the ship too. So
Oh,
I
yeah, you
maybe
could.
I'll just
Yeah.
do that. Mel,
You
Mel
easily
does
could.
that.
Yeah, that's so easy to do. DoorDash
Thanks.
for, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So now fast forwarding a little bit, we get to where everyone comes back. Dreskar and Jamar get together where he introduces his new pistol, while everyone else is kind of just hanging out in the ship's common area right after their spa day.
I'm stocking the mess area with all the healthy food options that we purchased.
Mel,
Daddy, look.
Ophelia Polly.
Go ahead.
So Ophelia Polly goes to the room, and then you start hearing cursing, because that's not what I ordered. And F is going to have words.
Crystal one.
I
Do
ordered
you
a
order the
countertop.
marble?
A counter. I ordered
No,
a
that's-
counter, not a hutch.
It looks like a hutch. Countertops can look like hutches because the top part is where you're gonna put all your alcohol. I didn't say it was a full-blown hutch. Hutches come in different sizes.
I pictured a full-blown hutch, so.
I was trying to help you out with your alcohol storage, but fine.
Liquor
countertop.
cabinet, maybe?
I
Is
have
it-
built-in cabinets into the wall now. Come on.
You kind of destroyed that, remember? Yeah, you destroyed
Yeah.
that.
I'll make more.
Yeah. So yeah,
Mercy
She starts cursing, then she twists it around. She's like, "Oh, now I see it. Now I see it."
Brockus just looks over at Mercy. What am I looking at?
I got tiara. The nice Asari lady gave it to me at the spa.
You look like a princess.
That's what she said. Thank you. I got it for good. I'm really sad because no one else got one, but I got it. I'm gonna put it on Mimsy.
So Mimsy's the princess.
I mean, we share. We're like co-princesses. Yeah.
I can see that.
We also had a really interesting conversation. How old are you, Daddy?
Me? A little over 350.
Hey, I thought he was older than you. I'm sorry.
Wait, what?
That's still old for me, though.
Who's
She walked
older?
away. Oh, she was over there.
Who's older
Ophelia.
than-
I think Ophelia is older than you. Or I thought you were older than her. I think you guys are close in age. I actually forgot her number. I just remember it was 300 something.
Hmm.
But you'll look pretty forever. That's what Vera said.
That is sorry.
Will you look pretty forever, Daddy?
Depends on who you ask.
Yeah, I think you look pretty.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm gonna go play in my room.
All right, have fun.
And she skips off to her room.
Looks over at Vera. Were we running low on stock or?
Running low on healthy stock.
Excuse me, everything I cook is healthy.
Now, I don't know human biology very well, but I don't think they can subsist on pasta and chocolate milk alone.
Yeah, that's why I sneak in vegetables and everything. Not my first kid, you know.
Which I still find that concept really weird.
What?
Just, you don't meet very many Krogans that are...
Parents? I wonder why.
I think it's quite admirable, actually.
Well, it was either take the kids in or let them wander space alone. Not much of a choice, if you ask me.
I agree. But now that I know that you sneak vegetables in, I'll play along.
I mean, if you all want more vegetables with dinner, just let me know and I'll stuff for you.
Well, I did buy a lot of healthy options for everybody, myself included. So, it's there if you ever feel like whipping it up.
See what I can find out there. Maybe I'll make something special one night.
I think we've all earned a little something special. Though, from what I hear, Drescar is going to be getting something special already.
Again?
Mm-hmm.
Who is it this time?
Just another woman.
Well, we are on the Citadel, I mean.
It's true. Seems to be...
They don't call it a track record for nothing.
Well, he seems to have one everywhere we go, doesn't he?
Lucky. You guys didn't realize Mel was just hanging out.
Oh,
Still hasn't
hi.
left.
She's
Missed you
sitting
at
out in
the
the
spa
background,
today.
totally just.
Loading on her art supplies.
People are just, they need certain companionship wherever they go.
He seems to draw it in.
It is, risky, I will say. If I were somebody looking for him, I'd just go after them.
I suppose, but I think it kind of loses its effectiveness when, you've got those kind of people everywhere.
Think he gets bored.
I think he may just like a little variety.
Or variety likes him.
I like variety.
Well, I mean,
Bells.
to be fair, he is a good-looking guy, so...
He's agile.
He's got a great ass, really. What?
Sure.
I mean, he's not, my type, but
Isn't he?
girls can admire good shape in anything. I'm an artist. Don't look at me like that.
You see a very obvious, uncomfortable look on Vera's face when you mention that.
You know.
I don't believe I do. So Brachus, question for you. You've been bounty hunting for a long time, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever, hypothetically, or no, perhaps known somebody that has done something of this sort, crossed an information broker in the wrong way?
Tell me you didn't do that.
hypothetical scenario.
Hypothetical scenario, depending on the information broker, it can be for anywhere from they're just gonna take some of your stuff to well, you're gonna be floating out in space. Or other means of painful death. Who did you cross, hypothetically?
Well, hypothetically, let's say I wanted some additional information on one of our contacts. And the information that was received, hypothetically, was unsatisfactory. And so the hypothetical payment that was sent was adequate for the work that was done.
Was the hypothetical payment that was sent the hypothetically agreed upon amount?
No.
You should just pay him.
That's the thing. I can't.
Why?
Hypothetically.
Why can't you hypothetically pay?
You contacted him. Contact him again and be like, I'm sorry. Half of it got stuck in transit. Here you go.
She's gonna go onto an Omni tool for a moment and press a few buttons, and then you two are both gonna get a ping, a message from her, which is a screenshot of her credits account, and there's nothing in there.
Shit, go.
Completely
How much do
zeroed
you
out.
need? I'll support you. What do you need? It's better that you get out of this.
I would rather we don't send this person any more money unless we have to.
Did
The
you
work
send
was
them?
really unsatisfactory.
Did you send them your entire account, or did they take it?
I sent them what I thought was fair, and they took a tip on top of that.
Oh, so they took. Well, then it sounds like they've already settled matters, so I wouldn't worry about it. It's
Well,
just,
the tip still didn't really add up to the total, is the thing.
Who?
You're gonna need new accounts for one.
I mean, really, it was my mistake. I should have sent them the money from a dummy account. So
No, you
if they
should have
did
paid
that,
them in
then
full. There are a few people that I don't even cross, and information brokers are one of them.
okay, but all right. In the spirit of being truthful with my shipmates, I contacted this broker looking for information on Arleo. I wanted everything on him, every single thing. And I was willing to pay a bright price for that information. He came back to me with, oh, he was born on Halavin.
That's it.
That's it. And he
How much did
wanted
he want for
20,000
that?
credits for that.
50,000 credits.
20.
20.
Well, it depends
like
on how much
15
work
higher.
he put into it.
Who
Like
is-
if he had to put his ass on the line just to get that much, and he ended up with Butkus,
Ar-
that's work that he had to do and risk that he had to take.
And Arleo has always struck me as somebody who can cover their tracks. So
It's just
I'm-
unfortunate he wasn't
Which is
able
why
to get
I went to
info.
a broker, because that's their specialty, is uncovering those tracks.
It is, unless they're really a shy broker, but
or if they're even a broker at all, and they're not just some con man. Who
did
is
you
this-
check him out?
Yeah, who is this broker that you hypothetically talked to?
It was, I mean, they were a Batarian, so I tried not to hold that against them.
Oh dear.
But
Batarian.
I know, but shady work, shady people, it
No,
fits.
It doesn't have to always be that way though.
No, but I had no reason to believe that they weren't what they said they were,
Fair.
and they agreed to the job and went out and came back with information that I already knew, so I paid them half of what they were asking. That seemed fair to me. I mean, 10,000 credits for information that I knew already, just from asking Arleo straight up. It was better than nothing, right?
Sounds fairly fair, but you probably should have negotiated with him and came to an agreement instead of just deciding on your own.
Well, it's not like I said, what a terrible job you've done. Here's half your money. You know, I said,
Sure.
here's what I think is fair for what you've given me. Get me more, and I'll pay much more than what you're asking.
Spoken like somebody who's never dealt with the underworld.
Well, I've dealt with them before, just usually on the end of my gun.
See, here's some advice. When you're dealing with people like that, if you want them to actually come to you with information, it's better to overpay them than to underpay them. You underpay them, you're not worth their time. They're going to worry you're going to chip them again. You overpay them or pay them the right price of what was agreed upon, they're more likely to, if they do hear something or get information on your target in the future, contact you because you're a trusted person who pays well. Make sense?
It does. And I would have been open to such an arrangement had I actually had the money to pay them in the first place.
That's
Does
fair.
this Batarian have a name?
Not that I got, no.
How did you contact them? Maybe we can fix this a bit.
I just, followed the rumors as one does when
Oh
they're
no.
looking for those types of people.
Follow the.
Vera, doll, please, in the future.
I understand that I look like a bit of a simpleton at the
No,
moment.
it's not that you're
given
simple at
this.
all. It's just you're more on the up and up. You're a good citizen, right?
Well, sure.
Brockus and I, we know a little bit more, and Drescar probably. Jamar knows. I think I've heard he had some underdealings as well.
I mean, I know how a lot of this works. I mean, I spent several years in the military chasing these types of people down. I know how they operate.
That's just it. You're going through a textbook way of thinking on this.
I've tracked down more than my fair share.
That's
Yes,
good.
You've tracked them down, but you've never acted like them. You've never broken the laws yourself.
You've got a different kind of smarts. There's the street smarts, and there's, the knowledge that you had that helped you track these people down and were good at your job. We're not saying you're not smart or not good at your job. It's just sometimes when you're in there and you're dealing within the system, it's a little different. It's something that comes with experience. I was right shit at the beginning, and then I made a lot of mistakes, and you learn as you go.
You remember when we took that one guy on Omega prisoner?
Which one? There was a few.
The one that you
Yeah, I
carrying
remember.
on your
I remember.
shoulder?
Mm-hmm.
And afterwards, I kind of blew his head off with a shotgun.
Yes.
That was because I knew he was going to talk, that he wasn't going to keep quiet if we let him go. You were shocked because you made a promise to let him go. It's that sort of experience you need.
I prefer to leave people alive, but I don't necessarily. It sounds like you knew what was up in that situation.
It's Omega. It's better just to put them all down.
Oh, that's for sure. Omega's kind of a
It would be
different
better
story.
just to bring the whole station down, let's be honest.
Blast the entire planet. I'm right there with you.
I mean, it has its own certain charm in certain areas, really. I mean, you have to
Charm
kind of
isn't the word I'd use.
soak it in a bit to find those areas. But I mean, yeah, it's got a little charm if you know where to look.
I don't think anyone should be soaking in Omega.
Well,
Sounds
the
filthy.
spare parts market is brilliant. I'll just tell you, the underground market for engine bits. You could find some ancient rare things that you wouldn't believe for the prices. I mean, some of these Batarians don't even know what they have. I mean, sorry.
Yeah,
I'll
they
stop.
kind of
You've got a
strip them
point. The
from
black
other ships.
market is kind of a hidden gem.
Right?
Gem isn't quite the. We come from different places. That's all. We come from different places.
Indeed.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. I'll see if I can find anything out on this information broker. But
Yes, I mentioned
deal
it because
with that.
I'm not concerned about myself. I'm just concerned about the crew. You know, I don't want anything to happen to the crew because of my actions. If it's something I can settle, I'm more than capable and more than happy to do it.
I
Like
mean,
you
if
said, we're your crew. We'll help you.
I appreciate that.
I want to make sure that who took the money from you was an actual information broker and just not some con artist calling themselves one.
Yes, that would be nice to know.
Because if he is a con artist, then we can just hunt him down and then
Take care
take
of
the
him.
money back and interest out of the body.
Mhm.
And now that is something that I'm quite capable of doing.
Can I take a look at your Omni tool and your the information that you gave him and what account you sent the money to?
Yes, I'll forward all that information to you. Perhaps you can, I don't know, see how he got in there.
I'm gonna go through my contacts, see if there's isn't anyone I can do here. Worst case scenario, I just reach out to Arleo.
Okay.
Maybe don't do that.
He probably already knows.
I'm sure he does.
That's true.
I can see his smug face already. Just thinking about it gets me.
I mean, Brox is gonna walk away. He's gonna look over his shoulder. I mean, it's never a bad idea to do background checks on prospective mates.
What?
Oh.
No. I'm going to my room now.
Oh.
Not even engaging with that. Just walks off.
Is he cute?
No.
Liar.
Too cute. Delia comes in looking for something to drink.
Yeah, I'm gonna start trying to do a hack on the information Vera gave me. See if I can trace
Okay.
where it's coming from, who the person is, any information I can get.
Okay. For this, you would need a hacking roll
Okay.
because you're trying to retrace this supposedly secret information. So go ahead and make a hacking.
Okay, what's hacking again? Is it if I don't have it specifically?
Hacking is intelligence. It's
Intelligence.
just minus the proficiency.
Okay. Surprised I
And
don't have hacking. I don't-
do you
I
have any?
mean,
Well, let me put it this way: do you have hacking tools? Because it is a tool kit that you have to use.
I feel like I've hacked before on this show.
I think
And
you
I've
have.
just
I think you
rolled
have the toolkit. You
intelligence.
just don't have the proficiency.
You know who does
That
have the
is not
proficiency?
true. She has the electronics.
I do have electronics.
software. No,
think
you have
that's-
the electronics program that Dresscar gave you that gives you a +5 to electronics and hacking.
Oh yeah, which gives me a total of 12. Oh, and it added hacking for me. Okay. Is that what that was? That
The
program?
only difference is if she's not proficient in hacking, it's just minus the proficiency, but you still get the +5.
Yeah.
Yeah, because hacking is still it's a tool, it's a kit, just like thieves' tools. You have to have thieves' tools.
I would like to buy a hacking kit, DM,
You know who can hack things?
because I
Who
probably
has
would
the
have had it
kit?
before.
If if you want hacking tools, it's gonna be another 2,000. I'll give
Got
it. To you.
it.
It's fine.
All right.
So
I
you
just
you
wanna-
still you can still use it. It's just minus the proficiency. You can build up proficiency over time if you like to work on it, but as of right now, you don't have proficiency.
I just want to make sure I have this right because I have like an electronics of 12. I think that's because of the program and my intelligence. 'cause of
So
the
it's your intelligence modifier
yeah.
plus the +5.
Well, I just on my character sheet I have electronics and then I have a 12, so that's why I was confused.
Okay, so I think do you get expertise at all in electronics?
I think so.
That might be
currently
why,
don't
because
know my-
electronics and hacking is different.
Mhm.
Okay. So for hacking.
So when he gave you the program, it's for electronics and hacking. They're not the same thing.
Oh, okay. I need to
Yeah.
add another thing so I know.
So
what-
hacking is a tool, not a skill. Electronics
Okay.
is a skill. Hacking is not a skill; it's a tool.
I am so sorry. Now it all
No.
makes sense.
It's all good. It's all good. So your So your electronics is probably really high because you're proficient in it, and you probably doubled up on it with expertise or something, depending on your class. So hacking is just going to be your intelligence modifier plus the +5 from the tool that you were given. So it should be. I think you have it max. No, it's a 4. So 9. You should have a +9.
Okay. I wonder why on Roll20 the character sheet, like when you add it to a tool, it's like it only lets you pick proficient, expertise, or jack of all
so
trades.
you have to minus. So when it says the proficiency mod, you have to minus. I think we're at 3. Are you guys at +3 right now? So you have to hit -3 and that modifier, so it negates the proficiency bonus.
Oh, okay.
That's what we kind of had to do when we had to add the new skills that were replacing the other skills. If you weren't proficient in it, you had to manually go in there and just hit -2 or 3, whatever the proficiency bonus is, so it gives you the correct number.
Okay, so -3 and then +5 for the program. So
yeah,
that
so
would
you
be-
should have a +9 altogether for yours, because you have a 4 in your intelligence, and then the +5 for the program.
So if it was -3, it'll actually just be a +2 mod, so it'll be a 9. Okay, thank you. That's why I was like,
Yeah.
I understand why this isn't working.
Yeah, because you guys are level 7, so I think it's just a +3 proficiency. Yeah, so
Okay.
so -3, whatever. So
So 18.
18. You are able to trace it to like a legitimate account, but you don't get any other information other than that. But it looks like it is legit. There's no red flags as far as like if it was from a smuggler or some sort of. You get the hint that maybe it's not a con artist, but it is
Okay.
someone possibly saying who they say they are, because this is a legit account. Otherwise, with that skill, you would have been able to figure out that would have been flagged as like a hoax account kind of thing. So yeah.
Okay.
So you can tell it's legit with that roll.
Okay. But no info on who it is. Okay.
Right.
I'm gonna send the info to Brockus and say like, hey, ran the numbers, seems like a legit person. Legit shadow broker. Or info broker, not shadow broker.
And here I was hoping to be a con man.
And then
Sad
Brockus,
face.
if you wanted to look through your contacts, go ahead and give me a history roll.
Did it? That will be a 3.
3. You have a lot of contacts from over your time as being a bounty hunter, but it looks like you are terrible at cleaning out your list, so you've lost track of who's who over your hundreds of years doing this.
Being terrible makes it sound like he's even attempted to.
He's like, you put in the name and the information, and then you're just like, I don't remember who the fuck this is. It's like when you go through your phone book and you're just like, I don't remember who this person is. Just going over and over.
Yep.
You change their name to a nickname and you don't remember who it's referring to anymore.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm gonna send Jamar a quick message, Cliff Notes version of what we're doing and the info that I found, and say, hey, you're better at this shit. Can you find out more?
Brock is going to reach out to Arleo.
Okay. Is this a voice message or text message?
He's going to call him up.
So it rings a few
because
times.
I don't know what everyone else's problem with him is. You know, Brockus likes Arleo.
Okay, that's fair. So you go ahead and after a few rings, you get a pickup. You're just like, Brockus, long time no talk.
Arleo
Yes.
may have an issue that interests both parties.
Oh, what did you do? Who did you piss off?
For once, it wasn't me,
Oh.
but it was Vera.
Oh. What did our little bottle crusher do this time?
Possibly stiffed a legitimate information broker here on Citadel.
No, you. That's a big no. What
Mhm.
did she do to piss it off? Who was it?
That's
Never
what
mind,
I'm
they don't
trying
give
to
names.
find. That's what I'm trying to find out.
Yeah, they don't give names.
But apparently she wasn't happy with the information she was given, and
Okay.
paid him half price.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, one of two things could have happened here. Do you know if maybe with the unsatisfied information, if it was full price or discounted because of the so little information, or did she just full blown just say fuck you and just wanted to kind of give him the middle finger, so to speak?
From what I've been told, it's Vera and her ethical means. She did it herself.
How long ago did this happen?
Recently, I would believe, past couple days maybe. From what she told me, it was a Batarian, and the information that he came back with was rather lackluster.
Well, what was the information?
She was looking for information on a person.
No, I got that.
And all that they came back with was, well, they were born on a planet.
Okay. Was it like a politician she was looking up?
No, it was more she was looking up you.
I
Seems
knew
that
she liked me.
Seems that she's got a little crush on you, it seems.
Oh. She always was just so fond of being in my office and talking to me. Oh, I miss her. Well,
I mean, she's a good kid, but she reached out into areas that she doesn't have experience in.
Right, so I'm already gonna go on a limb and probably guess what happened is that she was trying to get some information on me. Nothing really popped up, pissed her off, and decided to kind of give the middle finger to that broker instead of probably paying the amount.
Sounds about right.
Has this, and to be honest, information brokers are any race. So it doesn't really matter whether it's Batarian or not.
I dropped Batarian just in case you had any inside information.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Well, I can do some. I mean, if you want to send me a copy of any information she's had on her Omni tool over to me, I could definitely take a look. But has the Batarian done anything to get back at her?
Cleared out
being
her
stiffed.
account.
Oh,
Cleared out
how
her
much did it
account.
take?
All of it.
Oh.
Apparently the price was 20,000. She paid 10.
Oh, so he probably wanted the rest of that. Well, did he get the rest of it at least?
No clue.
Okay, this is a little tricky then.
Her concern is he may try to come after the crew. And the last thing I want on any of our heads here is having to come across a very pissed off shadow broker or information broker.
Right. Never stiff them on their money. Never. That's just like the golden rule.
In my line of work, they're, an asset.
Yeah. So because the total was 20,000, I don't think it is a big enough vendetta to come after the crew. Might be a little bit more personal and go against Vera in some shape or form, but I don't think it's going to be terrible. I don't think you have too much to worry about. If it was a much higher price, oh yeah, I would say watch out. But with how low it was, I don't think you have too much to worry about. But this is just going off of personal experience. I can't really speak for every single individual broker out there. But with that low of a price, I can just tell you from personal experience, you probably won't get, bounties on your head. Maybe her head, but I think you guys are in the clear.
Here's open.
Well, I will cross my fingers for you. Tell her to come visit me. She can ask me anything she wants. I will tell her anything she wants to know. Just tell her to come visit me.
Right? You're like a phone call away.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know why she won't
Hmm.
FaceTime me.
You know these kids, they're all about text messages and subspace relays and everything.
Yeah. She is a little bit of a stick in the mud, though. She is traditional, as they say.
Lost the means of tradition of talking to one another face to face.
I mean, I have a comfy office she can sit in. She can even bring Athelia. We can hang out. We'll just gab. It'll be great times. You're all invited. You know you're all invited to my area
Of
if you ever
course.
come back.
That's definitely a thing we may have to do in the future.
Well, I would very much look forward to that. Someone rolled some dice.
Ignore that. I'm messing with my character sheet. I'm so
Oh, okay.
sorry.
It's okay. It distracted me. I was like, what?
I'm making sure everything is accurate.
Gotcha. Well, like I said, if she wants to send me over some of that information, I'll do a little bit of digging for you. Otherwise, my own personal opinion, I don't think you guys have too much to worry about, to be honest, from this guy. I'm not saying he's small fry, but it sounds like the price was small enough that it's not going to be too crazy of revenge.
We'll keep an eye out, but again, thanks, Arleo.
Of course.
I'll let you get back to business as usual.
Oh, of course. And again, come on by anytime and tell Vera to give me a call if she wants some information. She doesn't have to sneak around. I'll give it to her free of charge.
I'll let her know that.
Excellent. Give the rest of the crew my love, and I will talk to you guys soon.
I'll talk to you later, Arleo.
Take care, Brockus. And he'll hang up.
He's gonna hang up, and he's gonna walk down the ship and just like yell out, "Hey Mel, send that information over to Arleo." Just gonna forward Arleo's information from my Omni tool.
Okay, I was gonna say she doesn't have it, so it's a good thing you did that.
You told Arleo about the thing?
Yeah.
Why would you do that? Vera told us that stuff in you know, you broke a code or something. It was in confidence. That's the word I was trying to think of.
She's
You
in
went
danger.
against everything. I mean, why'd you go to...
She's in danger.
Oh, it's just a
Possibly-
little Batarian info broker. We could have handled it.
Look, wanted to make sure that she was okay.
So you went
Besides,
to the person that she was looking up.
Arleo likes her. Arleo likes us.
I don't know who this Arleo is, but he sounds like someone that...
He's a Turian, I guess you would call him a Turian information broker over on Omega. He's the one who helped us get off the planet.
So she was asking an information broker on information about an information broker.
And you can see why he didn't find it.
Of course she didn't find it.
Brick wall, what can you tell me about this brick wall?
Oh my gosh. Oh dear. Okay, I could see why you went to him, but still, I feel like you went behind her back a little bit here.
I can see where you're coming from, but I made a call. It was something that needed to be done.
Well, what's done is done. Might as well use his resources. Yeah, it's sent.
She brought up the concern about the crew. My thought went to Mercy. So.
All right. Can't argue with that, but still. Feels dirty. Here you go. She sends the information.
I love you guys so much. Okay, yeah. So you get the information and you immediately get a message back saying like, "Oh, question mark, and who is this now?"
Oh, did Brockus tell me where to send it, or did I just send it to Brockus?
Yeah, no,
No, you sent it to Arleo, but he doesn't recognize your information.
I gave you Arleo's information to send it on over to him.
Oh, I would like to, now that I know I'm sending it to Arleo and not Brockus, I would like to encrypt the shit out of this, please.
Got it. Okay. Are you saying who you are and who you're affiliated with at all?
I'm gonna say for Brackus in the message and send it, but I would like to encrypt the fuck out of it so he can't get into my shit.
Okay, go ahead.
Now
and
that
make
I
an
know he's an
electronics.
information broker.
Electronics. No, that would be hacking. That would be hacking. Yeah, because you're trying to encrypt the shit out of this. So that's another hacking roll.
I'm like, oh, hold on. I thought I was sending it to Brackus.
That's
Whole
fine.
different story.
You technically could, and then Brackus would just be like, "The fuck."
No, I'll do it. 21.
21? Okay. You did a pretty good job, as far as you know.
Sending it from an offshore. Off planet.
He's like, what the fuck is the Bahamas?
Make,
never heard of that
5
planet.
dummy accounts.
Yep, several W.
So because you said like for Brackus or from Brackus, whatever, you
said
just
for
get
Brackus. He can still
or
ask
for
a
Brackus,
question, but
Right.
like I just don't want him to have free access into my system.
right. You know what? Just for funsies.
I kind of think you gave it away when you highly encrypted it that this was definitely not from Brackus.
Because
Yeah.
especially when he's gonna have to like decrypt it to read it, or no, not to
Yep.
read it, but you're yeah. So
It's just basically
Hold up.
protecting where it's coming from.
make
Oh
all my
god, she's
miniature
using the big
souls.
one.
The big pretty.
Just I love this dice so much.
No.
Rigged.
No.
So he still sends the same message back saying like, "Oh, who is this now?" And there's like a smiley face.
She's gonna send back like some really cutesy emojis and say like a friend of Brackus. Cutesy face, cutesy emoji, little cute winky emoji.
I feel like there's some puppies in there too.
It's just like eggplant winky face. No, I'm just kidding.
No,
So-
peaches.
There you go. Peaches,
Winky
yep.
face.
So
Kitty.
you go ahead and you get a message back saying like, "Tell Brackus I say thank you," and it's just another winky face.
I tell Brackus, all right, I sent it.
He's gonna walk down the hall and he's gonna like knock on Vera's door.
And the door opens and you see it's Acilia in front. Hello, Brackus.
Vera, what did you kind of look different.
Are you looking for Lieutenant Vera?
Wait, when did we give Vera a rank? But and you're not Vera.
I am not Vera. I am named Acilia.
Hey Mel.
What?
When did we get a new Turian on the crew?
She's Vera's.
Wait, Vera owns you?
I'm guessing you're talking about the hot robot.
It's a robot.
Well, I mean, she's much more complicated than that.
Okay, I'm gonna need some explanation here.
I haven't had a chance to really look at her too closely. I just kind of seen scans and looked at her scans.
I did introduce myself in the common area a few days back, but I think you were distracted.
He was cooking
Probably-
or something.
Probably cooking, yes. So, where is the lieutenant at this time?
Give me one moment. And she'll close the door back. It slides back down. And she turns over to you, Vera. Brackus is looking for you, Lieutenant. Shall I invite him in?
Sure, that's fine.
Very well. Door slides
I'll
back open.
Spins on
You
her
may
heel
enter.
and walks off again.
Kind of walks in. Just wanted you to let you know that any danger that you're in is probably minimal. When he took the rest of the money out of your account, was that what was the rest of it that was owed, or do you owe more?
Well, it was a small fraction of the remainder.
Oh, okay, I need to know how much here.
He took an additional, like, I don't remember, it was 1,300 or something. I didn't have very much money in there.
Rockus is gonna go over and like on his Omni tool, and he's gonna transfer. Let's see. He's just gonna put 10,000 credits into the account.
Okay.
Let's see if he zeroes that out next.
You know, you don't have to do that.
Look, you're on this crew. You're a part of the family. Last thing I need is any one of us being in any sort of danger. Especially for like a little innocent mistake like this. So, if you want
To clarify,
information-
he put it in Vera's account, right?
Vera's
Just so
account,
DM
yes.
knows.
Yes.
Yeah, so you're testing. Okay, cool.
But next time you want information on somebody you're interested in, just ask him, talk to him.
Well, I'm not gonna like ask Arleo about himself. That kind of, I think, defeats the purpose of sneaking around behind his back, doesn't it?
But why would you want to sneak around his back? Just talk to him face to face.
I don't trust anything that comes out of his mouth.
I mean, he's an information broker on Omega. I can understand why, but at the same time, professional courtesy.
I suppose.
I mean, he likes you a lot.
What?
Yeah. Next time, just call the guy. I swear, you kids just
Hold on.
Don't know
Back up a
anything about
moment. What
old-fashioned
gives you
reporting.
the... This is a man that likes everyone, as long as they can help him in some way.
Yeah, but I feel his like for you goes beyond just what you can do in a professional sense.
I think perhaps you're misreading the situation, old-timer.
Maybe, but maybe I'm right. I mean, it has been a while since I've been in anything resembling a relationship. But I see the way he looks at you. I mean, it's the same way he kind of looks at Athelia, too.
It's the same way he looks at every woman.
I was going to say, now he doesn't look at me like that.
You don't know that.
Well, I kind of do, because when I talk to him, I look at him dead in the eyes.
I have noticed that you do that. You make that eye contact and just hold it.
It's called being professional and courteous.
It's a little bit intimidating.
That, too. People are less inclined to lie to you if you're staring them down.
Well, less inclined to lie to you if you're a Krogan and staring them down.
You just gotta master the look.
I'll practice harder.
I mean, I've seen a couple Turians that, have given me a look that, given me a bit of shivers.
There's a few out there that have got quite the gaze. Arleo's not one of them.
No, but I bet if you mastered the look, you can bend him to your will.
Perhaps. Have you met Celia here? She's complicated.
Just did. Didn't know we got a AI on board.
Yes, I kind of woke up and she was there. Came out of my Omni tool, apparently. She's some sort of Prothean program.
I am here to serve Lieutenant Vera.
Also that.
And we have met, you just don't remember. I believe you were distracted, as mentioned earlier.
Could be.
I did a bit of sparring with her. She's quite adept.
Well, he's Prothean. Would expect that. This crew seems to be running a lot into Prothean everything.
I'm trying not to think about it too hard.
Hey, remember, my kid and I can now read Prothean.
Yeah, I'm trying not to think about it too hard. You and Mercy, you can read Prothean. We're flying on really what is a Prothean ship disguised as a Krogan ship. I now have a Prothean AI VI soldier assistant, and it's a whole lot of out of my area of expertise.
You seem to be that out of your area a lot in these predicaments, but again, you come from the good side of things.
Yes, well, my area of expertise is very much military, and this is very much not that.
Yeah, most military don't allow 8-year-olds to carry pistols.
I think all militaries don't allow 8-year-olds to carry pistols.
You never met.
I mean, they
Borgia.
should. I mean, they should. You saw what she can do out on the field.
She's
8 years
quite
old.
impressive.
8
yes.
years old, and she's already doming people.
Miss Mercy is quite impressive. I have seen her in her training.
Hmm. One of these days, perhaps we can upgrade her to a bigger gun.
Oh, we will. Just
When she's old enough, of
wait
course.
for the day that she gets her first shotgun.
I was thinking assault rifle, but taking after her father, I suppose.
Why not both? Never hurts to have a little mixture of range and up in your face.
I agree. Take as many weapons as you can carry. And I can carry a lot.
You bitch.
See, we think alike. But I'll
On
let you
some
get back
things.
to whatever you're doing. I just wanted to let you know that we got information.
I
Next
appreciate.
time you want to talk to Arleo, just call him.
I appreciate your help.
20 sides
And
to
I
every story. Thank you so much
apologize.
for that raid.
I apologize for needing that help.
Look, we all make mistakes.
We do.
You're a good kid that tried to step into the underbelly of society.
I'll be smarter about it next time. I'll come to you next time.
See, now you're thinking of it. Come talk to the people who don't have an issue breaking.
Yes. Well, some rules are meant to be broken, but most aren't.
Albino Source Jones, thank you so much for that follow.
Hmm.
I just want to say, hands down, we all know the ultimate weapon is a pistol because you can one-shot motherfucking Saren. Just saying. Anyway.
No, it's your words because you can make him do it himself.
I know. Words are a weapon. So really quick before we go to break, since this is much later in the day now and some time has passed while you guys were doing this, you guys get another notification by the front door. Sorry, not a notification. Dressguard, you get a notification on your Omni tool, and it is Morsa saying that if where you guys should meet for your date.
Okay. We'll get ready and head on out.
Okay. And what kind of place are you gonna take her?
All right, the Citadel. I've been eating galley food, which isn't bad, but you know, I want some nice food. So
Okay. Well, I just didn't know if you were going like Red Robin level, or we're going a little bit higher up, or we're going like Gordon Ramsay, like where I just wanted to
Ramsey
gauge.
status. Let's do Ramsey.
Ramsay. Yeah. All right. So
Vegas hamburgers, 5 stars. Yeah.
don't underestimate. Okay, so yeah, so you guys go ahead and you meet up, and she's in like this really nice, like off the shoulder slinky dress, fits her body just like perfectly, as it hugs her, and she is very happy to see you. She puts her arm around yours as you go in, and most of the conversation is her just kind of like just making sure you're okay, wanting to hear some more stories because she's cooped up in that spa in the Citadel almost the entire time, so she's just like always intrigued on stories. and basically teasing you from time to time, saying like you need to loosen up and talk more and all that stuff. But it goes very pleasant. Unless you want to ask her anything specific, we don't have to RP the whole date, but it's pretty much how it goes on her end when she's talking to you.
No, I mean, I don't really have anything specific. Just general conversation would happen, and he'd tell her stories and ask her stories about things that happened to her. Genuinely interested, and yeah, nothing specific, but definitely, putting in as much effort as she does.
And then final question, do you go back home or do you not? Or does she come with you? How does the evening end? Things are going
Probably go back to her
smoothly.
place.
Okay. Okay. I just want to know how it ends. Play out. So. Okay. So it's pretty late in the evening at this point. So everyone, depending on what you're doing, for the most part, you guys are gonna just going to bed on the ship while you guys are still docked in the Citadel. So we're gonna go ahead and take our first break. And then once it is the following morning, we're going to figure out what you guys plan on doing next. So stay tuned, guys. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back.
for whiskey that much more now.
The
And
foxes
we
will
are
appreciate.
back. Robbie Landis, thank you so much for that raid. Welcome, raiders. Good timing. We just got back. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Go ahead and put this back on because I was a doofus and I didn't put music on for the first like 20 minutes. So yeah, welcome, guys. So,
Hey, DM,
yes.
can I, like, we don't have to role play this out, but can I just see if the girls would have been up for this? But like, Mel, knowing Dresscar went out and like did cool stuff, Mel would not want to sit around. She would want to drag the girls out, not to the same restaurant or anything. They don't know where he is, but just would want to go out for a girls' night.
Oh, sure.
Like,
Always.
Yeah.
So, Vera,
You
would
weirdly
you
enough
accept the
already see them
invitation
dressed up.
to like get food with Mel and Athelia?
Yeah, you actually weirdly see them dressed up. Even when they came back from the spa, you were like, they're really dressed up for a spa. Like makeup and everything.
Vera would go and she would bring Asilia to you.
Cool.
She does the
Mel,
robot.
yeah, so they go and they have like, we don't need to role play it, but they go and they have a fun night. Mel takes them to like one of those like trendy, like somewhat vintagey places, something like Earth influenced is where she'd want to bring them.
Okay. Yeah.
That has like cool music and like is more loungy, you know, where they have some
Like
good
a
drinks.
speakeasy?
Yeah.
Okay.
She'd want to bring them to a speakeasy. So she's gonna get cleaned up and dressed up, take the girls out to a speakeasy, and flirt awkwardly with Athelia and the robot for the night. So that's what she does.
Okay.
This is amusing to Ophelia. She'll flirt back and she'll enjoy watching you try and flirt with the robot.
It doesn't go very well with the robot.
It doesn't, and mainly it's because she's not 100% sure what is going on, and she actually keeps looking back to Vera like, how am I supposed to respond?
And Vera's just
Scully,
like,
thank you so much
"I
for
don't
that
know.
raid.
I don't know what's happening."
Yeah.
So we have a good
but
night.
you have a good night. How drunk do you guys get, or is it just kind of like a few drinks just to loosen up and have a good time?
I mean,
How did you girls?
Are you getting
what are
drunk?
You
You
girls
want-
feeling?
you wanna assume how drunk Ophelia's getting?
I do, because there's going to be some rolls if that's the case. That's why I'm asking how many drinks everyone's having. To the point of
Having a
being
good-
like just feeling good and having a good time, or like I want to get sloshed.
She'll only go to that point if everyone else is. Or if one other person is.
Vera is going to go to the point where Asilia is going to have to help her back to her room.
Yeah, so we're getting drunk.
Is
Yeah.
Mel DD, or is she just keeping up with and having fun with that level too?
Yeah, Mel's probably just having fun at the level. She knows how to
Mhm.
Uber, Citadel Uber.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
I can
Yep.
figure
That's
it
a
out.
thing. That's a thing. Yep. Okay. So you're gonna have to do it again, but everyone give me Constitution saving throws.
Come on,
Such
you
a
die.
fail.
Ooh, and that's right, I have a new con mod.
Yes, you do.
17.
Oh, look at you moving on up. Okay. Mel, I love that face. What did you get?
I got 8.
Okay.
This is my drunk
okay.
Mel's a bit sauced.
Vera?
7.
We're both sauced.
Do you allow Asilia to drink a lot? 'Cause she drinks with you guys.
I'm
She can
not
drink.
going to stop her.
Okay.
I mean, if she wants to, she's more
Yeah.
than welcome to. We're on shore leave. We don't have work tomorrow.
I will say
I'm
the
gonna do
drunker
this.
Mel gets, the more drinks she buys, both women.
Okay.
And Vera too. She's not gonna leave Vera out. That's why we're
Probably
all lost.
at some point there's going to be teasing about the fondling instant.
Pod.
How much
Okay,
money do
so-
I spend?
Um.
Because Vera doesn't have money, and I know that, so I'm paying for all of her drinks.
Yes. So
and I'm also buying
okay,
drinks for the others at times.
because
I'll
it
foot the
will make
bill.
a difference. Are you getting like kind of mid to top shelf tier? Or are you just getting drunk off of like the cheaper end stuff?
We're getting like mid wine, like
What? Okay.
mid to low grade. I would say is
So-
what Mel's buying.
With the amount you guys are spending, probably a good 4,000 maybe.
I'll take
Okay.
half of it.
Because you guys are ordering the bottle too. You're just like,
All
keep
right.
the bottle here. Let me see here. Give me a second, because I'm gonna have to do a roll. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, it's decent. Okay, so Acelia is slightly buzzed, but definitely the most sober out of the four of you.
Well, I gotta drink more because I can't have these two beating me.
You're feeling good. Like you are
I
what is
know.
considered like a functioning drunk from your previous time being drunk. Hey, they're a thing. I've been there.
I know.
So you're like completely aware that you're drunk, but you're just like, okay, guys, I'll help you get home, and you like actually try to help Acelia and everything. And what's Acelia's strength?
It's just-
Okay, yeah, she
bad drunk.
Yeah,
girl.
so she helps you guys, and yeah, because there's so many of you that are just woobly, definitely helps hail a taxi, so to speak. One of those
While we're
speeders.
drunk and wobbling, I do want to ask Vera though, like, so like, do you really like this Arleo dude? Like, is the dude,
we're having
right?
We're having this RP moment, yes.
Okay, so like the first time I saw him, I had this urge, this really, really strong urge towards him. I just wanted to hit him so hard.
Why would you want to hit poor Arleo? He's the nicest
Got,
guy.
like the smuggest face I've ever seen.
I've
Okay,
seen Smugger.
like okay,
No,
there's
he's
some
super
really,
handsome.
really smug people like high up in the Navy. He tops them by a long shot. Like every
No.
word that comes out of his mouth is just laced with ego.
Have you ever met a smug Asari? They exist. They're worse.
Yeah, like every Asari.
But I heard
Hey, you think I'm smug?
A little bit,
Okay.
but you earned it.
it's like a normal, like a soul race smug, it's fine. But so Arleo, like, do you know him too, Athelia?
Oh yeah. Yeah, we met him on
hot?
He is hot.
He is.
Yeah,
Have
okay,
you?
so that's the problem. He's attractive, but his ego is just so strong.
Nah,
that
he's just confident.
He ropes you in with the looks,
Mhm.
and then he opens his mouth and ruins it.
Look, I
Oh yeah,
partied with him one
so-
night. He is just a gentleman.
Like,
I don't
he's
know.
anything but.
Vera
I
sounds
talk
like
to him
she's got
all
it
the
right.
time.
A lot of those charming, good-looking guys are like that, you know.
Yeah, I know how Turians work,
Mm.
and he's a master. Believe me.
He wasn't that bad.
I
talk to him all the
want to
time.
draw his smug face. I've never seen him before, but I want to you could like describe him to
Look,
me.
we can
and
video
then,
call him right now, and you can see it.
No,
You're just gonna push the
I
call
don't-
button.
Okay,
Oh.
okay.
So
Make sure
this
you
is
take some
happening.
Screenshots, I guess.
Okay, so
Arleo's getting a drunk call.
yep.
This is the second one.
I
First
am
things
so
first,
in for
Ink.
this.
Ink and Liar, thank you so much for that raid. Welcome to
1
this
second.
disaster of a
Is
drunk
it-
episode. I love this.
That's effect.
Okay,
God.
so wait, where did you go? You did the
I
voice
just
call.
I
Why
had,
would
to
you
I
leave?
had to turn off the heater. I had to turn off the
Oh.
heater.
No, you gotta crank it up.
Are we
Okay.
drunk calling him right
Yes,
now?
Drunk-
we
yep,
are.
she already dialed. So you're doing the face, like the
Yeah,
virtual,
FaceTime.
whatever one, the hologram one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Belle just looks like this.
When we all think we're doing like pretty things, we're like, oh my god, we're so sexy. We're really like, hi.
You look at the pictures the next day, you're like, oh my god, no.
Yep,
The makeup
okay.
smeared.
So you see Arleo, it's about like his like shoulders and up that pop up on the screen, and he's just like, I feel that it's been so long since
Arleo!
fun.
Hi,
Yes, we are.
you're Arleo.
This
You're
is our
the
friend Mel.
smug, hot Turian info dude. Hello, I'm Mel.
Wait, hold
She-
on. Hold on. Is this live?
Yes?
Yeah,
Vera.
we call him. He's right.
Wait, you
There.
said her name was Mel? The human's name is Mel?
Yes. She wanted to meet you.
Send me the info.
I am meeting you.
Wait, you sent
Thank
him
you
info?
for the info.
What info?
What? Oh shit.
You sent him info?
I
you
love
said
your
you
hair
didn't know
color.
him.
Yeah, I thought you didn't know him. Now you're like,
You know, it's not my
sending-
real name. It's like a moniker. All right, I'm like real cool. I'm a DJ.
Oh, what is happening here? I'm a little sad you didn't invite me sooner.
That's all I am.
You know, if you were here, we would have invited you out with us.
no, we wouldn't.
Oh, but Vera, you're already looking up so much information about me. You wound me. Why don't you just
You-
ask me?
You looked up information, Arlia. Why didn't you just? Yeah.
Well, what question do
I
you
feel
have?
like I talk all the
Ask
time.
him. What do you have?
What?
Ask him.
Ask him.
Hold on. I have lots of questions for all of you.
Wait, who's the other Turian that's with you? This is a girls' night out. That she's new too.
Mhm.
Yes, she is.
Mm.
Her name is none of your business, Arleo.
None of your
No.
business.
That's why are you being so mean?
Because he's mean. Look at him.
He's not mean. Arlio's nice.
Make
am
a
a
smug
saint.
face. Do it.
This is the only face I've seen him
You
make.
see him
Every
like
face is a
smug.
smug face.
you see him like furrow his eyebrows like he's trying to be like glaring, but it doesn't work when it looks like they're kind of always smiling.
It's a bad impersonation of Brackus.
See, exactly what I was saying. Like, really attractive, but as soon as he opens his mouth, he ruins it.
I don't.
Oh, you
I don't
think
know
I'm
what you mean.
attractive, Vera?
No, I didn't
Oh,
say
I
that.
knew
He did
there was
say that.
more to
No,
you
I didn't
trying to
hear
get
it.
information.
Uh,
I think
no,
the truth comes out.
No, the truth didn't come out. That's the problem, Arleo.
I love
What did you
when
wanna
people are
know?
drunk.
Just
They're
ask
so
him.
honest. You're also
I-
honest when you're drunk. I love this.
You said I'm not honest with you all the time, Arlio.
Oh, you are, drunk or not. Although you have to admit, you call me more times when you're drunk than not. You really need to watch the sauce, my dear.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Yes, Mel.
Have you always been an information person, or is that like a recently like
I'm
job change for you?
talking a lot about me. All right. Well, technically, I prefer the term smuggler, businessman, but yes, I do have my hand in that jar, so to speak, with information. That's why a lot of people come to me.
I have a question. Arleo.
Yes.
I want to know where you're from. And if you say Paladin, I am going to jump in our ship and fly all the way out to Omega, and I'm going to be knocking on your front door.
She'll do it. I'll
You
drive
caught
that.
me. I'm from Palavin.
Are we going there now?
I'm going.
We're
We're going to the
going.
ship right now.
Okay, we'll go to the
We're
ship. We'll
doing
see you
it.
in a little bit, Arlio.
It's
I look forward to seeing you.
Now, don't
I've got a
tease
bottle
me.
with your name on it.
Don't you tease me. Oh, don't tempt me with a good time, Vera.
Oh, I'm
You gotta
tempting
give
you.
us something more than that. Like, at least give her like, I don't know. Do you have countries on Palavan? Do you call them countries, nations?
Districts.
Yeah,
Districts, yes.
Where'd you grow up?
I mean, I was very small when I left there. I lost my parents early on, and so I kind of grew up in the slums, so to speak.
That's so sad.
Oh, it's.
I mean, that
I didn't
explains
really
a
know
lot.
them very well.
I lost my
Thank you, Vera.
mom.
You lost your. Oh, honey, why are you crying? When did you lose your mother?
I don't want to talk about it.
Are you sure? I mean,
I
I
don't
was
want to
there
talk
for
about it.
Ophelia when she broke down.
I have
with
dad.
Ophelia.
It's fine. I've got my dad. I've got my brother. It's they're just stuck up snobs too.
You
but
can't-
it's
you
all
can't-
right.
Only have boys. You need your mom too.
It's okay.
So we have daddy issues and we have lost mom issues. I am
didn't-
here
got no
if you need to
issues.
talk.
Who's
Oh,
lost
honey,
mom
there's
issues?
something that you need to talk to someone about. I'm always here if you need to. I have your information just in case.
Idea is great contact. Talk to him like once a week.
Really?
Yeah.
talk a
How
lot.
long?
That seems excessive.
Why
just
do you talk
friends.
to him so much?
Are you sex?
Because we're friends. Yeah, I just keep in contact.
Oh,
What you do when you're friends with people?
She keeps me in the loop on all of your fun little adventures you've gone on.
That's a problem, though.
Why is that a problem?
Because you can't trust him.
Why?
Look
at
at his
'em.
face.
It looks trustworthy to me.
Look at.
I feel like it's just a Turian face. There's nothing special about my face.
Hey.
Exactly.
A handsome
There's lots
Turian
of
face.
special things about Turian faces.
Thank you, Athelia. Well, you would know, Vera.
I would know. Thank you.
Well, I mean, you threatened me. Don't tease me with a
Did I?
good time.
Did I threaten him? Yeah, I
You said
threatened
you were going to
you.
take a.
Oh, she's adorable. Oh, I miss you guys so much. And with new friends, this is fun. Oh,
gotta
I'm sure
come out
you're
and
giving
see
Broncos a
us.
headache. Well, I don't really leave Omega per se, and it's very rare when I do. I do have a business I have to keep in check while I'm there, but
Come on.
doesn't mean it
You
won't
can make
happen.
an exception for us.
Well, I can certainly try, but it sounds to me, and what you've been telling me every time, is you're always on the go.
This
We
is
don't
Kind of
need
dangerous
you.
planets.
We don't
Yeah,
need you.
we're important people with important business
And
that
we
you
don't
don't
need
need to
you.
know about.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. I'm
He's the one
bored.
that got us in touch with the Spectre. Why are you being so mean?
Where's the off button?
She's like on her arm like this. You do have to
Just
tell me
watching it.
more about these beasts that you guys found earlier. I would like to know more.
Mm-mm. No.
Which ones?
No. Athelia,
All
no.
of them.
Well, in order to know, you gotta come visit us.
Do I hit the button?
Do you allow
Roll
her
to hit
to
the
smack
button.
your arm?
Yep.
You know what? Do an opposing dexterity roll.
Oh shit.
With disadvantage on Mel, because you are drunk. More so than Athelia.
I got 9.
So she kind of clambers on you for a little bit and it kind of catches you off guard and you kind of stumble a little bit, but you manage to kind of keep the Omni tool away from her and kind of like push her back, like, no! And keep her
Ooh.
back.
Are you trying to grab my boobs again?
Acelia, do some weird like AI thing and hack into her communications and shut them down.
Don't you do it, Celia?
Do it.
Do it. Your lieutenant
I-
demands
she
you do
told-
it.
And you just told him what she was.
She gave you an order.
Mm-hmm.
So now I know you're Rake? Oh, I'm learning so much about you.
Fuck.
Turn it off. She starts
Why?
saying it.
Why high up on that list?
Athelia,
Look at Billy's just going like this over my
I'm gonna pinch your
I'm
boob.
taller than you. I can reach that arm.
now this girl.
If you would like to try, we can go ahead and do another opposing. You are also with disadvantage, though, Vera.
Damn
Okay,
it.
but what role is happening
What
here?
is
Dexterity,
happening?
just straight up dexterity. And
Now's
Azalea's
not the
just
time to
standing there.
roll in that one.
I got a 15.
That one for a
So-
total of 5.
So you nat one. So
I just give her a high five
I
instead.
feel like she just got a handful of boob too.
you go over to grab her, and you completely cop a feel as you're sliding across, but you lean so far over that you actually fall on top of Thelia, and kind of knocks you out. You just are so drunk to the point where you're just like and as soon as you hit the floor, you're just
Falls
out.
down and doesn't get back up.
Yep.
Well, apparently the ball knocks out Vera too. I guess I have to go take care of this.
Oh, yeah, you might want to. I mean, I think your friend in the back there is a little more coherent on the situation to help her. But please get home safely, Athelia.
Oh, we will. I'll take care of them.
That was just
Okay.
making faces.
I'll call you when we get home so you know we're safe. Beep. Just
Thank
like
you. So Mel's like still making faces when he's already gone, and she does it for like a good minute after.
Can someone get Vera off me? She's heavy.
I will help. And Acelia goes over and helps pick her up, and actually kind of like slings her arm over her shoulder. Are
Yeah,
we
Mark,
ready to
go
go
over.
back to the ship?
Yes. I'm gonna hook
Bed.
arms with Mel and be like, Vera, grab my boob.
You should get her back sometime then.
I should.
Right? Come here, Vera. And she'll put her other arm around Vera.
Who's
Don't worry, I'm not
The
going for your
rest
boob.
guys are just like fucking drunk bitches.
Yes. So we stumble back into the ship.
Okay.
After sitting
And they're
there
loud.
over there.
Yeah, and they're loud. Jamar, I imagine if no one else, you're definitely up at this point. Working on projects, I'm sure.
Yep. And the moment I hear the excessive noise, I literally just turn up the music in my workshop.
His rock music.
Okay.
Solarian rock.
It's Solarian rock
Brockus is-
music.
Brock is just there, just like shaking his head, judging all of them.
Jamar's having a party in his room.
And Acelia makes sure that everyone gets to their respectable beds and it kind of becomes the responsible adult, basically. Especially since she was sworn to take care of Vera and everything. So she goes ahead
puts Mel
and
down, she's gonna have to really work hard to disconnect Mel because she's glomping onto the robot.
I feel like
her strength,
because-
she actually can pry you open eventually and just be like, okay.
No, well, she grabs a pillow instead.
And you're all back in your rooms. Jamar, go ahead and give me one weaponsmithing roll to see how much work you get done tonight.
18.
18? Okay. You do know because you just started this project, you still have quite a bit of ways to go with your next project, but you're making some progress. You have a pretty
And
good, satisfying night.
I am going to try to equip the burst fire module into this thing.
Is this the weapon you already have from him, or are you making everything from scratch right now?
This is the everything from scratch, but since we've got the mod on hand,
Okay, you won't be able to do it just yet until you get more of its structure together.
oh, most definitely. I'm just saying that's going to be part
Yes.
of the build now.
Okay, yeah, so definitely put that
Yes,
like
I
on your
can.
list, but it's not quite ready yet for you to try to do the installation. Otherwise, the program's just completely, or the mod's just gonna.
Yeah.
So yeah, but you had a pretty good night. You got some progress done.
really
Still
fast.
workload to go, but yeah.
Really fast. Fox,
Yes.
even our odds.
Evens.
I'm trying to crawl in bed with Vera.
You don't make it that far because Acelia sees you come in and she just kind of scoops you up and puts you back.
And he goes to crawl in bed with Mel. Passes out in Mel's room then.
Okay.
New pillows.
So, new pillows. Ha ha ha.
Better pillows.
I have so much flashbacks of my 20s happening right now. So you were there for a lot of them.
Yep.
So yeah, so you guys wake up the next day. Dresscard, do you get back pretty early, or do you just kind of like mosey on in when it's like breakfast time?
Oh no, I'm taking her out for brunch.
Oh, okay. So, Brockus, you notice that it's really just Jamar and Mercy that have made it so far to the breakfast table. And eventually Acelia joins you. But no one else is there.
I think early in the morning, he probably made that anti-hangover drink that he gives everyone when they decide
The
to go and
spicy
get
one?
they decide to go and get wasted. And he probably
Yeah.
like snuck into their rooms and just put them next to their bed, so when they woke up, they'd have something to drink without having to move.
Good daddy Brockus.
Yeah.
But for all the good, non-drunk children, I think it's gonna be chocolate pancakes and waffles today.
I love how Fox is like, oh my god, it sounds delicious. Too bad I'm drunk and it's not real.
No,
Can
you
make
know what? You know
waffles
what's
later.
great? You know what's great? I got this for Christmas.
Oh
Yeah.
my
I got
god.
a stuffed waffle maker for Christmas.
Because we talk too much about waffles on this show.
We
We've
do.
had people gone and buy waffles. I love it.
Yep.
Okay. So, when you all wake up, go ahead and the three of you make me Constitution saving throws.
That's a 10.
Okay. Vera?
10 as well.
10 as well? Okay.
9.
Oh.
We're doing
God.
awesome.
Okay. Yeah, no. So,
You're all disappointments.
y'all have
Are
some
we?
pretty bad headaches. You're definitely hungover. Since Athelia was not quite at your guys' level, she still has a headache, but it's nowhere near as horrible as you guys, to the point where you are nauseous. But you do notice all three of you have this, you see this little canister of this drink that you all recognize because you can smell it. You can smell spice coming from this canister next to you guys.
There's no hesitation. There's not even any sitting up in bed. It's just grabbing it and tossing
Yep.
it back.
Same.
Okay, one more Constitution saving throw. I didn't know if you guys were gonna take it or not.
It's hot and
Running
cold
out
with
of
this side, but I don't mind
D20s
it.
here.
That is a 22.
Okay.
12.
Can I just
Okay.
not roll dice anymore?
God.
You sent all your good juju out to our dice.
Can this be three? Can this be 3-5?
I
And you
hate
just
to-
take a 10.
I hate to break it to you, Fox, but if you do that, it's going to be real hard to play the games.
You know, taking an auto failure by not rolling dice is probably still going to give me a better result than rolling my dice.
Possibly. So after you guys chug this, Mel and Athelia, the headache is starting to slowly go away, but the nausea's subsiding, and you guys are starting to feel much better. You know it's probably going to be a good couple hours before you're fully recovered, but that really hit the spot and helped. Vera, on the other hand, the nausea went away, but the headache still remained. So you know it did its job, but you start thinking that like, I probably had way too much past my limit.
I feel like Athelia and Mel are just propping each other up in bed, like,
Now, here's the real question. Do any of them remember having the conversation with Arleo at all?
That's a good question.
History.
You know what? Just for fun, make an intelligence check.
Just
Or history
intelligence,
check.
not
Do
history.
a history check. Yeah, do a history check.
It's
At
a
a
30-20.
disadvantage because they were all drunk.
You know
Oh,
what?
is it?
Um,
I feel like this
no, because you guys had the drink and it helps you feel a little bit better faster. But with Vera, it's disadvantage.
Damn it.
I got a dirty 20.
Okay. That's what happens when you're drunk, man.
I had to say disadvantage.
Sorry. Mel, what'd you get?
7.
Okay.
Also a 7.
Okay. You remember there was a conversation? You just don't know with who. But Athelia remembers. Maybe not the conversation word for word, but she remembers there was a conversation, there was some fun times, there was some boob grabbing. She
Oh,
remembers.
and I forgot to message Arleo when we got home.
Indirectly.
So yes. So
There's
you're aware a
probably a moment, too.
conversation happened.
She's probably sitting there, she goes, oh yeah, Vera grabbed my boob.
Are you feeling better, Lieutenant Vera?
No.
Well,
I feel
Brockus
terrible.
he made some food if you would like some. I just wanted to check on you real quick.
Help me to the table.
Certainly. She goes ahead and she grabs you,
And I just
starts walking you out.
throw on like shorts and a tank top. There's no uniform dressing today.
Is there no workout today?
Maybe tonight.
All right.
Maybe.
She helps you out into the common area.
Mel asks Athelia to help her out to food.
I'm more help.
She throws
Mel out.
on an oversized t-shirt and femme boxers.
Oh.
Goes,
Sure you want to go out in that? She takes just a moment too long before she actually goes to help you. Just standing there, looking, just looking for a moment.
She's
Booty.
like pulling on the shirt.
She's like almost that. Oh wait, I was distracted for a moment.
I don't know if Mel notices.
Swear to God, this is the dating ship. Jesus, it's for our own
Mel
dating sim.
notices and gives her a wink.
Just,
Now food.
and then probably several minutes later, Raucus, you see the other two coming back. Still no dress car.
Well, you all seem to have fun last night.
Thanks for the drink.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, thanks.
We had a great conversation last night.
Are these waffles safe for?
Yep.
I don't care.
These
Just
are
give me some.
pancakes, bro.
I don't know. what
We
you're-
got both pancakes and waffles.
Oh,
It's food. Give me all of it.
me
You want
too.
you want some bacon with that?
Yes.
But you can't have bacon.
I can have bacon. I can make
Shush,
bacon.
Mel,
that
let
you
her
can
have
eat.
bacon.
I have stuff that tastes and smells like bacon, but it's safe for her.
I
No,
want
we
the
had this
real
conversation
bacon.
last time. No, she gets the real thing because I was really sad for her that she didn't have bacon before ever. So she is having bacon if she wants it right now.
If she
The
has
real
bacon,
stuff.
it could kill her.
It can kill her.
She
too.
has
Mercy.
consent.
She's chewing on a piece when she looks over at Mercy. Can I eat this? Already
Yes.
eating it.
Hold on.
Awesome. Do the Heimlich.
Vera starts getting like pelted in the face with a spray bottle as like Brock is
No.
just smacking the bacon out of her hand.
Don't worry, Brock. I got this. I'm gonna reach over and just grab her boob.
What are you?
It's what she
Why
does
did you
now.
think-
You're eating the wrong bacon.
What did you
That's
think?
the bad kind.
That's a great kind.
There's a lot of conflicting messages right now.
He grabs her a plate of like the Turian safe food and
It's like turkey
Puts it
bacon
in
for
front of her.
Turians.
yeah, and just kind of like pats her on the head.
Can I eat this?
Yes, you can eat that. Look, you have a hangover right now. You don't want to have stomach issues on top of that.
That's a fair point. Why did you spray me in the face?
Force of habit. Again, when I had Turian kids, they would try to eat stuff they weren't supposed to, and I learned rather quickly that much like small animals, they react in a startled fashion when getting sprayed in the face with water.
I
I
thought
think-
you only had Asari children. You
Oh,
had
no.
Mercy.
No, I've had a Turian son, a couple of Asari daughters, a lot of Asari. Come to think about it.
I don't know if that's a good thing.
Okay, that answers some of the conflicting messages. Athelia, what are you doing?
Payback.
For what?
You grabbed mine last night. I grabbed yours.
Did?
I don't have
remember
any.
that. Wait,
Close
maybe I
enough.
do remember that. Did I pinch you?
Did. Well, we were talking to Arleo. You grabbed mine.
We
We
were
were
what?
talking to who?
Yeah. We were talking to Arleo last night.
What's an Ollie? Oh, right, that. I remember.
Yeah. You
I
don't
remember now.
remember? Mel wanted to see him, so we called him.
We did.
Well, awfully hostile.
We called an info. Did I? Oh, shit.
You got hostile too for some reason.
What did we? We didn't. Oh no,
Yeah.
If you want to know what you said, you're gonna have to call him and ask.
no.
No.
We're never, ever speaking to him again.
Please.
Oh, shit. Great.
Oh
Oh,
boy.
that reminds me. I was supposed to text him when we got home. I should text him now. Look, we're home.
Oh dear.
We do find our way into trouble, don't we?
I think we kind of just like crash our way through Trouble's wall.
I thought we were just gonna, ladies'
don't-
night.
I still don't see the problem here. Arleo's a friend.
Uh huh. Sure.
Hmm.
Brockus, do you understand why these two don't like him?
Wait, who doesn't like him?
Apparently,
I
these
don't
two
know
don't like
enough.
Arleo.
I don't know enough not to like him or to like him, to be honest.
You were
but-
hostile last night.
Oh, I was that version of drunk. Sorry.
If I'm correct, Brockus, they drunk called Arleo.
What did you say?
Mel wanted to see what he looked like, so we called him.
Oh, that makes.
I
this
do believe
weird
Vera said
sketch
he
in
was
my book
handsome.
make more sense.
That doesn't sound like something I'd say.
Your sketch is atrocious, by the way. You can tell it's a
Oh,
Turian,
yeah.
but it's atrocious.
This ain't my normal work.
You can see just a little bit of the alcohol's influence in that one.
Thanks, yeah. Little bit.
And Athelia, you get a
Still
ping
see
back
his smug
that
face
says-
though. Little bit. Outline.
It's like a weird squiggle. You get a ping back saying like, awfully late, but glad you made it home.
Where's Dresscar?
Yeah, where is Dreskar?
Hasn't come home
Probably
yet.
still out.
And he's really got some game, doesn't he? I need to have a talk with him later.
Yeah, he needs to come out drinking with us next time. You two are a lot to handle when you're drunk.
I think next time Jamar should come with us.
Yes.
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 Yes, but
Mechanic
that doesn't-
buddies.
That doesn't get Brockus' shotgun finished.
It's
I mean,
okay,
you
it can wait.
You
no,
need a break.
You cannot.
We'll party in Jamar's room so he can work when we entice him to party. He's
With
always
his
listening to
music.
music.
Have you heard Solarian rock? It's not exactly a dance kind of jitty, you know.
You can dance to anything if you try hard enough.
Or if you drink hard enough.
Also that.
Yes.
What
So
are we
is it-
doing anyway? What's on the agenda? We
Is
need
this-
money.
Is this going to be a normal thing that I should just prepare for? Is any time we're not on an alien planet about, knee deep in giant birds and poison spewing monsters that you're just going to be here getting drunk?
I mean,
Yeah.
why wouldn't we get drunk in that situation too?
Well, when
It's
we're on
how-
duty, it's business first, always.
Oh,
Is it?
I'm not judging. I'm just wanting to make sure that way I know when you go out in the morning, I gotta get up a little bit earlier to prepare your drinks the next day.
Such a sweetheart. But yes, it's how I deal with the outdoors. Birds almost eating me, muck and swamp things that I don't know the name of or want to ever smell again in my face. That's how I deal with it.
But that's half the fun.
All of that, and then having to get back on one of these damn ships.
I mean, this is just kind of
Ships.
normal for the military. I don't know if you guys know this, but on Palaven, there are like no laws prohibiting alcohol and like drug use and stuff as long as it doesn't interfere with your duties.
We need to go to Paladin.
Halving
But we might have to
Get
through this,
radiation
guys.
suits.
Are we supposed to drink the radiation suits?
Draws.
Well, only when you're outside you have to, wear something like that.
Can she go there without getting harassed, though?
Awkward.
Well, that is
What if I wear a
question.
t-shirt that says I love Turians. Turians are the best. Free
Turians
hugs for
Turians
Turians.
Free hugs for
I
Turians.
don't think it would translate very well.
You could help me write it in Turian.
It's not quite what I mean, but we'll work on it.
Zoro, do we hear that beeping? Like, in game, do we
Oh,
hear
it's
that
just-
the beeping?
It's just background beeping.
Okay.
It's just
The ship?
it's the
I
hum
just
of an
wanted to make-
engine ship. That's what
I was-
that is.
Just
Sorry,
wanted to make
Calibration.
sure
That's one of
that
my
this is
alerts.
emergency signal.
Calibration
That's
for
a sa-
days.
If that's the sound the shit the engine's making, I think Mel needs to get back to work.
No, this is
Right,
when you
I
hear
was
the
running
beeping.
calibration.
That means it's running a scan, making sure everything's good. It happens like every hour. It's fine.
Got it. We're good. But Brockus, what are we doing? I forgot.
Well, first you're getting over the hangovers, and then we have that other mission to that poison
Oh,
planet.
yeah, we gotta go there soon.
Oh my god, do you think that's worse than the other planet?
Well, it's full of poison, so probably.
I mean, if it's only full of poison, I don't think it's going to be as worse as giant birds and mutated creatures.
No,
I mean,
I'm
the
glad we went out drinking.
The filtration systems in our armor should at least protect us from airborne poison.
Yeah, but at least you can shoot a giant bird. You can't really shoot a cloud of poison.
I mean, you can. It's just not going to do anything.
Although, if your explosives were powerful enough, you could kind of blow it away.
Yeah,
What
but
you're saying is we
given-
need more glitter bombs.
given how
So
much
then we can see it
poison
coming.
may be covering the planet this time, that may just cause a planet-wide firestorm.
That could be real bad, yeah.
True.
I mean, it would look cool from, outside the planet, but
And that should totally be
So-
our plan if we fail.
If I remember
Light on
correctly,
fire.
we were tasked to figure out the cause of the poison, right? Is that it?
something like that.
Mel
And
is
at that
gonna
moment,
reference-
Jamar gets a ping on his Omni tool. And it is from Arissa, saying, it's a little email that says, would love to talk to you guys later, either at my office or at one of the hollow terminals. Also, here is your reward for a job well done, and you guys get 700,000 credits.
Funny.
That is 700,000 split.
If you want to split it. Yeah, she gives you 700,000 and it's all split. So I don't know what that is. I think it's like 160.
Gilly, math.
So
These
does
don't
does that
don't math
Mercy-
well.
Does that mean Mercy gets 100,000 because she helped?
That would be
It
easier.
goes straight to you. You can give her the allowance if you so choose, but
No,
No, it does not go to
she is what we call an unpaid intern.
child
So,
labor.
We can
You
all
know,
have
that is-
100,000 if we put
That
100,000
is
into
the
the pot.
second in command of the ship. Thank you very much.
She
Yeah.
is a
100,000
child.
100,000 for ship funds? I
Yeah,
like that
yeah.
idea.
Just about to say the same thing. We each take 100K and then drop the remainder in the party funds.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, good news. We're getting paid. I transferred everyone their split, and I put 100 in the ship fund, 100,000 in the ship fund.
Wait, you didn't transfer it yet, did you?
I mean, do you want me just to put yours in ship storage for now?
Yeah, I'm gonna open a new account.
Are you going to
It
make
just
another
feels
bad
like
decision today?
Oh,
I'm
what happened?
hopefully making a good
Wait.
one.
Why can't you just put it in her account?
Because the
Because her accounts are probably
Yeah.
compromised.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Jamal, hook
other
her up with
news-
some new accounts.
we're supposed to go to her office today and talk to her, which means, Vera, you should probably put on pants.
Fine.
You should all put on pants.
I thought clothing was optional.
Not on the Citadel, I don't think.
And Vera, when you look on your Omni tool, you notice there's 9,000 missing from your account.
Of the 10,000 that Brocka sent me.
Yep.
Okay. I'll show that to Brockus. Looks like your plan worked. I'll send him back the remaining 1,000 and then deposit the 100,000 in a new account after opening
Okay.
one.
Which is easy enough to do. We won't go through all that. It's just you do it. It's fine. Okay.
No, I wanna RP this out. RP out opening up a new bank account.
You know, it was
We will mess
it was
this up somehow.
weird. It was weird that we had to do it in Final Fantasy. I don't want to do it here in D&D. Okay.
we can RP it before we go to work today. I
Oh,
have to stop
God.
at the bank, guys.
Jesus Christ, no. It's awful.
It's gonna make
Bring
us
real life
late. We
into
can't
this.
stop.
Don't bring real life.
Traffic
into
is
this
too
shit.
heavy today.
It would be an Elcor
I mean-
teller or Volus.
Ugh.
But yeah, so you get
Either way,
7,000
once
or
you are
1,000.
less drunk, we should go deal with that.
Drunk, just hungover.
Yeah,
I can function.
we should
I don't know
get
about
in
these two,
touch
but I
with
feel fine.
Dresgar, right?
I mean, he's either dead or still having fun, so
Well, we should let him know when we're meeting up with her.
Are those my only two options?
Yes.
Yes.
It's Dreskar. Those are the options.
I mean, she
Death,
could
No
have
And
gray
this
area. Jeez.
Fun or death, your choice.
kick her death.
Okay, go death. Well, we're all out of
Either that or
TNT.
like he's gonna parts of Dreskar are gonna show up on the black market.
I
It's
mean,
like, this organ looks familiar.
Listen, I don't want to have to play Build-A-Bear with you with Dreskar's corpse.
That's terrible. Terrible.
no.
Oh god. Okay. So is anyone gonna reach out to Dreskar?
Sure. I'll play
Okay.
responsible one and reach out to Dreskar.
Okay.
It'll just be a
Dreskar,
message
you
that
get a
says,
ping.
Arissa has asked for us. Return to the ship when you can.
This car will respond in kind and say, "Thanks for the heads up. On my way back shortly." I'm enjoying the rest of my mimosas. God damn it!
Do not
Okay.
blame
Paul
you,
responds
sir.
back that says, "Don't get too drunk."
I do not blame
Yep.
you, sir.
You're with no sorry, she assumes.
It's true. Yeah. So, it's probably like maybe a good hour before Dreskar eventually makes it back. And you guys are starting to feel a bit better. Vera, you really only had one bite of the bacon, so you already feel like shit to begin with, so you don't know if it didn't get worse. But you're like, okay, wasn't bad. It was a bite. It's not gonna hurt
Yeah.
you.
I'm not even gonna bother putting on proper clothes. It's still just like my workout clothes. I'm just switching from my workout booty shorts to my normal shorts.
Oh, okay. Okay. I was gonna say some joggers, whatever.
Elle switches
Okay.
into her like overalls with her
Okay.
little crop top underneath.
Okay.
All super colorful, like Lisa Frank camo.
God,
I'm
God, that
back
burned
on
my
my.
eyes as a child. No.
I'm putting
Hated
back on
that.
my super tight bodysuit.
Okay. Jacket and all.
Yeah, she'll wear the jacket.
Okay. So you guys eventually get all back together, and again, the other two ladies are starting to feel much better. Vera, you're still kind of meh, but you're in a much better place than where you were before, so you feel well enough to at least go out. And I assume you guys are going straight to Arissa's place.
Yep.
Okay.
Dreskar doesn't get time to change. She just gets drug out. Just kidding.
Oh god. Just like,
We
no,
meet him at
you're
the door
done.
and we're like, no, go. You're the one
I
that took
don't need
forever.
a change. I look good.
Okay.
God, my computer's so slow when I'm trying to just change music quick and it's not working. Anyway, so yeah. Anyway, you guys are on your way going through the Citadel back to her office, where she's sitting at her desk and kind of ushers you guys in. It's like, so how do we all feel? It's been a day.
Kind of looks over at the ones that were drinking, or
That's
some more
fine.
than others.
Some of us are substantially less inebriated today than others.
Some of us are professionals about
Oh.
this.
You guys really do love your
Professionally
partying,
what?
don't you?
Well, we went through a lot, to be fair, so letting
That's
loose
true.
was kind of needed.
Yeah,
You wouldn't believe
I...
the stenches on that planet.
Oh, I can imagine. I went through most of the report, and it sounded like it was a lot. So my sympathy. So sorry.
It stays
but-
up there in your nose for days. Days.
Especially when you're covered in it.
Days.
Head to toe.
My
I mean,
sympathies.
Wasn't all bad. We learned Prothean.
Yeah, which is what I read about. Well, I mean, it said that you guys were uncovering Prothean, but never flat out said someone learned Prothean How would you learn Prothean?
I feel like we
Made a
all
wish.
just turn and stare at Brockus at that moment.
Made a wish.
Is this thing from when we were on Franklin's with the ship and it just
Mhm.
magically appeared?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that has some power that should not be messed with. So just be careful.
I still have one more.
Be very careful. It's interesting. All right. Well, I do have some news that you guys might want to know before you head out, if you still decide to do that. One of the things that I wanted to let you know is, first of all, Zatos is doing much better. The injured Solarian that you guys brought back. Unfortunately, due to the type of poison, again, we're still trying to understand it. We got samples and we're working on it, but because of how potent this poison is, he did lose part of his leg. But thanks to you guys, that's all he lost. The poison didn't seem to spread or anything, so he's doing much better now. He's still in recovery, of course. It's only been a day, but thank you for helping save him. Some other things I wanted to talk about was I kind of cross-referenced your data that you gave me, Vera, with some of our other information that we've collected from our missing scientists and everything. And we actually got some more information about the planet Inti that you guys are going to be heading off to. We discovered it's more pirate territory, so definitely be careful in space if you are to come across any. Mostly Batarian, but a pirate's a pirate regardless of the race, so just be careful. It's a bit of their territory. We also found out that area was also where one of our other scientists went missing. So we're thinking maybe somehow they're involved with maybe what's going on with that planet. Not entirely sure, of course. That's why we just want you to kind of go check it out and come back, because that planet's not looking great. So get what you can and come back. But we did find out that before he disappeared, there was some information that was stolen from him when he was kind of around that area, and then a few days later he went missing. So I don't know if his research is involved, I don't know if he's involved, but thanks to your information we were able to kind of cross-reference that and see a bit of a connection to see what was going on. So just be careful.
What was this scientist's name?
It was a Turian named Veliofelmius. Velio Felmius.
What did he study?
Get this. He was a toxicologist.
You don't say.
Yeah, I'm thinking the coincidence is becoming the obvious here. But he's been missing for almost 6 months now. So I don't know what's being used with his information. I don't know what's being used by him. We don't know. He's still one of the scientists, as I mentioned before, that's gone. So we don't know if he's dead or alive. But I'm thinking his research maybe is being used on this planet. So whatever you can find, definitely get in, get out. We were able to have some scouts out there to find some more safe places. While you were gone, we were actually able to pinpoint a general area where we may think the spread started from, where it originated from. Of course, that's going to be covered in poisonous gas, but all the more reason to kind of get in, get out. But I would assume your suits can handle that. If not, definitely see our man, and you can get an upgrade for pretty inexpensive to get that, because it's quite potent in the air there. Don't take your masks off. Don't expose your skin.
It's good to know.
Yeah, this is I don't know why scientists are going missing, but it's they're just going one by one over time within the past couple years. It's weird.
I assume you have a map of where all they went missing from?
For some of them, yes. Some of them we're still trying to track down and pinpoint. So far, to my knowledge, about 7 scientists have gone missing. I believe 2 of them confirmed dead, and then the more recent one is alive. That when you brought back Cena, so the others are still missing.
So we're still missing 4.
Mm-hmm. And again, can't confirm if they're dead or alive yet. It's an ongoing investigation, but confirmed 2
Is
dead
there
and 1 alive.
any information you can share that I can pour over maybe and see if I can catch anything? Fresh eyes and all that?
You mean as far as the missing scientists go?
Yes.
Well, as mentioned before, they're all in their top in their respective fields. One of them that turned up dead was probably one of the greatest minds of our time. Again, they're all just top of their fields, and they're all different. It's not like they're one type of scientist. It's different fields. So we haven't quite put together their connection as of yet. Just that they're one of the tops, one of the smartest, just going missing.
What
And if
were
they're
their
not going
fields?
missing, what's what?
What were their fields? You mentioned something about toxicologists. What about the others?
Well, some of them I can say and some of them I can't until I get some more information from the Citadel, because again, ongoing investigations and all that. What I can tell you is one of the other ones that went missing, the 2 that ended up dead, was a Solarian that was a biological scientist, and another Turian that was a synthetic biologist.
A lot of biologists.
Some yes, some no. There's the toxicologist, of course, and then of course the molecular biologist that you got from Cena. So yeah, a lot of biologists, but they're all different fields. But if you do find anything, like I said, I want this mission to be quick, to get in and get out, because the fumes are awful. I mean, there's other planets out there that are just as bad, but this is an unknown source. So I don't know if you guys can just get me a sample, if you guys can find what caused the source or something. That would be great. If you can find some sort of, if you can find one of those creatures, that would be great. Or just any creature. Maybe something got in their system that could help our scientists kind of pinpoint what happened. Just something. If you can't bring back anything, I'm not going to fault you for that. It's kind of a more dangerous mission, but if you can at least get something, that would be great to kind of pinpoint what happened.
Are we expecting any pirate resistance planet side?
It's hard to say. From what our sources have found, we've seen pirates around it, but on it, we've had very little time to go planet side, if at all. So it's hard to say. And when they did land on the planet, didn't really see anything as far as pirates go. So just be careful. If it's not the planet that's going to kill you, it's those goddamn pirates. So just be careful.
Seems our objective is pretty clear then. Get down there, see what we can learn, maybe put a stop to it if possible, then get out before, the worst happens.
I mean, that would be great if you could stop it. If not, again, not going to fault you for it. It's pretty tall order I'm asking of you guys. But definitely keep me in the loop on what's going on.
Good pay then.
Of course. It's always good pay when you work with me.
Good.
What's the option looking for, like, that worst case scenario? Just blasting the planet.
The Citadel has considered it, but with something so mysterious that has happened so rapidly, they're more on the fence of trying to understand what's going on so it doesn't happen again to another planet, if it is man-made or if it's creature or something else entirely with the biology of the planet. So I'm sure if worse comes to worse, they probably will, but as of right now, it's on the table, but not the current option.
Just saying, we seem to be having a track record here. At any time we go out, we're running into these scientific experiments gone haywire. The Turians back on that human settlement, whatever the hell that last planet was, and now this with all these missing biologists, and now a planet that now has this poison on it. They could have very well been trying to make the next biological weapon, and well, they got away from it.
That is one of our theories, but again, we don't have any evidence or proof or anything really, other than it's, from what we have seen, the poison's killing everything. It's kind of a wasteland down there with bare trees. The vegetation is all rotted or dried up. It's not what it used to be, so it's hard to say. But the good news is we're able to, again, pinpoint where it possibly originated from. So all the more reason to get in and get out, because that at least gives us something.
On the bright side, we may be able to take the Mako through.
You would be able to. From what I understand, it's pretty flat out there, very minimal mountains and everything, so it's pretty flat. You could take the Mako out there. In fact, I encourage it, considering the fumes. I wouldn't recommend walking there.
So you're saying it's an effective biological weapon, even if it got away from someone?
It's what it seems. But again, it's all theories right now.
Makes me uncomfortable.
But hopefully I have some more information when you guys get back, because just the trip there and back, it will probably take you maybe a little over a week. A lot of time for research by then.
So we'll see what we can find out.
Yeah. Let's head out.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And definitely let me know when you're off planet side, so I know that you guys at least made it off okay.
Will do, Arissa. Thank you. Always a pleasure.
Thank you so much for helping me out, guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'm usually not this dull. I apologize. There's just a lot of shit going on, and it's confusing the hell out of me. I don't know what's going on.
After the day that we've had, I welcome the dull for a little while.
Good.
Well, if you want to be not dull, next time we're on the Citadel, we're all talking about getting together and going out, having some drinks. Maybe you could join us.
I
Always
would
a good time.
love that. You guys were a lot of fun last time. I very much look
I'm
forward
sure-
to it.
Sure, we'll find another way to be entertaining.
It's a
So far,
date.
you guys always are. Take care,
All
and may the
right.
goddess be with you.
I look over at Athelia for like what I'm supposed to say.
She just smiles and nods.
And may she be with you.
You see her kind of trying to like stifle a chuckle, just like, thank you, Mel.
Mel struts off.
The
We'll see
Catholic
you
in me
later,
is like,
Sam.
and also with you. Just like fucking Star Wars, every time they're like, may the force be with you. And I'm like, and oh, God, fuck. Goddamn
Sorry,
upbringing.
communion.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
There's no good response at that point. It's like, yeah. Nod and smile.
Hey, this
Wait,
Wait, does that mean we have a sorry confessional?
Ditto.
I mean, you guys have
I think-
temples, so yeah.
I think at that point it's, just tell me what you haven't done.
You dirty, dirty suits. So yeah. Is there anything else you guys want to do on the Citadel, or do you want to start heading out?
I'm good.
No, I want to go start installing my bar.
Maybe.
Okay.
Jamar, Mel, we probably should set up some sort of decontamination shower on the ship. So once we get back on from planet's side, we can make sure that everyone gets a good scrub down.
I could probably convert part of one of the cargo bays.
Yeah, if we take that and reroute some of the piping that leads towards the and Mel just goes off into some jargon about things that clean parts of the engine.
Schematics start appearing in the air.
And
Yeah.
Jamar's the only one that is keeping up. Rockus was up for a while, and then he was like, "What?"
Yeah. So Mel and Jamar are gonna put their heads
Um,
together and figure that out.
Nerd talk.
Vera, can we
Yes.
borrow your AI for a little bit of help?
Calibration.
Really quick calculations.
Well,
The
more
Turian
the
for
lifting of
calibrations.
things.
Oh.
Uh,
Right, you're probably good at that part. I sometimes have to use my Omni tool.
Asilia, would you like to give them a hand?
Just for the really up high numbers.
It's no problem if you need my help. I would like to assist in any way I can.
Are you strong?
You were
Looking-
not very helpful last night.
She looks pretty
I'm
strong.
fairly strong.
Awesome.
I'm fairly capable.
You're right, Jamar. This is going to make that go much faster.
Well, unless you intend to lift all the parts into place while one of us welds them there.
Depending on how heavy they
Yeah.
are, it is possible I can do that, yes. Do
To
we
the
wanna do this
project!
We may as well get started sooner rather than later.
now? Okay. Do you want to set that up as like before you head off or while you're driving there?
This is one of those, let's just get it happening.
Yeah. It depends on how long it's going to take us, but we'll get started.
If you're gonna do like a whole like rerouting of piping and stuff like that, it's probably gonna take you a day, maybe 2 days max.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'd
But it's
rather
probably
do
gonna
it
take
now
you
as opposed to
guys-
being interrupted.
Okay. Because it's gonna take you so just to kind of show you guys real quick. So you guys are do I have you on the map? Yeah, okay. So you guys are right here with the Citadel, and you're going to the Maroon Sea, which is over here. So it's a little bit of a short jump, so you've got a few of these guys to go through. But it will take you a much shorter time compared to when you went to the other planet. So instead of it being 2 weeks, it's going to be just shy of a week. More like 5 days, 6 max. So you guys would have time to do this as a project if you wanted to do it on the ship before you leave, or after you leave.
Well, like I said, we'll just get started on it. And
Question.
Yes.
working.
Does Brockus have anybody on the Citadel that he leaves Mercy with when he goes on situations that, or goes on jobs that may be a little too much for an 8-year-old?
You do have a couple of contacts. However, you've really only let her stay behind with them while you were still on the Citadel, not while you were necessarily away. You usually had one of your Asari daughters look after her. Technically, the archaeologist is usually the one you leave her with.
But she's not on the Citadel.
Nope.
All right. Well, he's going to stop himself then, and he's going to go back to the Spectre's office.
Okay. Oh, back so soon. Any more information you need from me?
More like a favor.
Sure. What's going on?
Normally, I'm fine taking Mercy into situations that I get myself into on my line of work, but this may be one of those times it may be too much for an 8-year-old.
Oh, yeah, not with a mysterious,
Poisonous
toxic planet.
bioweapon. Can
Yeah.
I leave her with you?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm not used to taking care of children, but I have no problem. I have friends
No,
here that can assist me if need be.
Extremely low maintenance. Just give her macaroni and cheese and chocolate milk, and she's right as right.
Yeah, I understood chocolate milk. I have
I'll
friends.
send you the
I can ask.
recipe.
It's fine. Thank you. Yeah. No, that's fine. Do you want me to go pick her up?
Yeah, you know what? If you want to come with us, I can give her the rundown on what's happening and everything like that.
Yeah. No, that works. Yeah. Just give me just a minute and I'll come with you.
Thanks, Spectre.
Of course. And she eventually catches up with you, and you guys walk back to the ship.
All right, Procus is gonna find Mercy wherever she's at.
She's running around the ship.
Hi, Daddy. Are we ready to go?
Yeah, about that. So you're gonna have to stay behind this one.
Oh,
Turns
you want me to
out-
stay on the ship?
No, you're gonna stay here on the Citadel. Spectre's gonna look after you while we go off on this mission. It's one of those situations to where it's even dangerous too much for you.
But I can
Poison.
help. I can do good.
Kid, there's nobody on this ship more than I trust than you. But even this is going to be one of those dangerous situations where a poison bioweapon that floods an entire planet is a little too much for you to handle at this time.
But
I'm not mad at you. You didn't do anything wrong. This is just to keep you safe, kid.
do the Varen get to stay with me then?
Kind of looks over to Vera.
Because if it's too toxic for me, it's probably gonna be too toxic for them.
She's got a point. You don't want to have the dogs on here just in case something goes wrong.
I mean, they come from Tachanka, right? That's as toxic as it gets.
There's a difference between irradiated wasteland and poisoned bioweapon wasteland.
Suppose that's fair. I mean, are we planning on actually landing on the surface? Or just taking a shuttle to the surface?
Well, we're gonna have to get close enough to put the Mako on the surface.
The ship will be fine. I mean, it's built for space. And
It's not that I don't want to send them with you, Mercy. I just have reservations about dropping to Varen off with our new boss.
Well, if it's dangerous for me, it's dangerous for them.
If you're cold, they're cold.
Mercy, they'll be fine, love.
But what if something happens to them and I'm not there to protect them?
Well, I think they should probably stay with us on the ship, because if you're not here to protect the ship and we're off on a mission, who's going to protect the ship?
Yep.
The Varen.
The Varen are your second in the, I don't know, what's
I can
below
do Mimsy.
her rank.
No, you keep Mimsy with you.
Okay, well maybe we could ask to bring them with me. And
It'll
then they
be
can protect me
fine.
here.
You'll be fine, Mercy.
Okay.
Tell you what, Mercy, come with me. Let's go pack some stuff from your room to take with you. Let them sort out what they're doing with the Baron.
And
Okay.
you know what? If it helps, if it makes you feel better, I can set up a camera or something in my room. So if you're feeling lonely or you miss us, you can call and that camera will turn on and you can look at the Varen. You could wave at them and say hi.
Puppy cam.
Okay. That'll make me feel better. And then I'm still keeping an eye on them for you guys.
Exactly. And if something
Okay.
happens, you'll see it and you can give us a call.
Okay. Well, now
And
that
here's
makes
a
me feel
bag.
better.
Mel hands her a bag full of art supplies.
Oh,
Coloring
and I
books.
forgot. I forgot one thing.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gonna send her 20,000 credits. Your payment for mission.
Thank you, Daddy. I'll put it to good use.
Don't buy too
And I'm gonna
much. man.
practice. I have to make it last. I don't know how long you guys are gonna be, so.
We should only be a week or two.
Okay. Okay, well, just let me know how to work the camera when you get it all set up, and that makes me feel better because if Mimsy's coming with me, at least now I know there's some sort of, you know, someone's keeping an eye on them. So
And
okay,
I'll call you every night to make sure to give you a report on how everyone is doing.
good. Okay, okay. I guess I'll go pack my overnight bags. I'll be back. And she's like milking it. She's like, okay, guess I'll go. She's like having that body language where she's like, okay.
Amara kind of walk behind her and kind of usher her through.
Okay. And it takes a few minutes, but she comes back with her backpack on and she's holding Mimsy. Okay. So I'm staying with your boss?
Brockus kind of looks over to her. Yep. Don't worry. She's fun.
Narissa like looks around the corner. She's just like,
Hi. Oh, she's
Mm-hmm.
she's the lady from the other planet that we saw.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She was fun. Okay.
You could tell her about your sorry sisters and everything.
Okay. I will.
and she just like gives you this big hug, and it's like one of those extended hugs where she doesn't let go for a while.
And he does the same thing. And then he finally like puts her down.
Come back safe, Daddy.
Can you be good, kid?
Okay, I will.
We'll see you in a couple weeks.
Okay.
Then we'll go out and have some fun.
Okay, good. You guys all heard it. We're all having fun when you come back. So come back safe.
Of course.
Good.
Draw
I'm
some
gonna
pretty
practice my
pictures while
art
we're
with
gone,
this.
okay?
Yes. I'm gonna practice. I have my apron with me. I made sure I packed that. And we're good to
Good.
go. All right.
She kind of gives you a last wave, gives a quick little hug to Brockus one more time before Arissa just kind of smiles and holds out her hand and walks away. Just let me know how it goes and we'll keep in touch.
As soon as we know
Where
something,
was-
we'll let you know.
Will
Where
do.
was the place you were saying we could get our gear fitted with the toxin?
If you go to where the Spectre merchandise is, where you get the armor and everything, I think you guys visited it before. They'll be able to give you the upgrades for that to help.
Okay.
Probably a good idea.
Okay, and we can fast forward that real quick. You guys go there, and because it's a simple upgrade, your armor, it really only costs you guys about 7,000 each to get your armor upgraded to make it incredibly durable, and kind of helps against like corrosion from the toxic air and everything as well.
Alrighty.
And it's so quick on the upgrades that it takes maybe an hour to get everyone's done before you're able to get back to the ship. And then you guys load up and make your way out to the Maroon Sea. So we're gonna go ahead and take our last break. Hey, Navi, I tell you when to. Anyway, don't hate me. We're gonna go ahead and take a quick little break, and we'll be back for the last hour of this episode and see what you guys do. So until then, don't go anywhere, guys.
I really confused my fiance because he just had no clue why.
Oh, we're back.
Oh, hello.
Hi. Who are you confusing and why?
Oh,
Nothing, no one, nowhere.
You don't want to know, and please don't kill off Drusker at any point because bad things will happen.
I think that goes for any of us. I'm a little
Why?
worried.
not allowed to kill any of us.
Apparently, Jamar is one bad day away from being one bad day, or one good day away from being Krieger.
Yeah.
Then,
Mad
and then
scientist.
Drusker would
Oh.
get brought back as Drusker, another Drusker.
Little do we know that it's actually Jamar behind all these like weird
Yeah.
biological
Yes.
experiments that we're
Oh.
fighting.
That would
Jamar's
be
the evil
such a great
mastermind.
twist.
Does that mean that
Jamar's the big
The
bad.
DM's taking notes.
does that mean Vera's
Big bad
AI is
guy.
going to become Jamar's like AI wife?
Oh please no.
Yes.
No,
My innocent AI friend.
you have to build
Who
your
said
own.
she was innocent?
I said she's innocent. She's new. Give her a chance.
He
Rules
should
and
start
Gemma,
copying her
Gemma
and use her
son.
baseline to build his own.
We're
Oh.
finally alone, Gemma-san.
Oh no.
Okay,
Jamar
on that
just like,
note.
You're just like your mother.
Oh.
Okay, we gotta stop. We're gonna just keep quoting. We gotta stop. For those who have not seen the show Archer, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, it's great.
Probably really confused right now.
Krieger is weird as fuck.
Yeah, yes.
So, on that note, you guys start heading out. Brockus, I'm sure, is at the helm doing his thing. Let's go ahead and do a couple of rolls from both Mel and I almost said Druskar, Jamar. Jamar-san. You guys, and actually Vera, please roll for Acelia. For Acelia, let's do athletics. And for the two engineering nerds, let's go ahead and do engineering rolls from both of you as you guys try to kind of construct and put everything together to make a radiation shower.
I got a nat 20 on this. I guess it's a super fucking good
Nice.
shower.
Okay.
That's plus a ridiculous amount for a total of 32. Thank you very much.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
I'm at a 24.
This
Oh,
is
And
the best
Celia
fucking
got a
decountation.
22.
22. Okay. So Jamar is usually more accustomed to like weaponry and armors and stuff like that and robots, but he does a really good job trying to help you reroute. However, since you know ships, Mel, you are on it. You are actually the one that just takes charge. You help direct,
Acelia and Jamar on what needs to happen. You're the one looking at schematics, and you're just like, boom, got it. And it actually takes you less than a day to get this done, especially with Acelia helping you guys, who is actually pretty strong, and she is able to help hold up any pipes that you need to for long periods of time and get it done even faster without any kind of accidents or mishaps or anything. So you guys shaved it off by like a half day practically at this point. So you guys get done pretty much before dinner.
So does that mean I still have like the full 7 days of travel ahead? Since we, or
At this
this is
point,
6 days.
It's about 5 to 6 days, depending on which route you guys want to take, because there's a lot of Mass Effect relays that you guys have to
Got
go
it.
through. But you're looking at 5 days, so you have 4 more days left. So I assume you guys would take the quickest route. So let's just say 5 days. So you have 4 days left. So if we want, we could do a quick round on what everyone plans on doing project-wise, because I know you guys are always doing projects, or at least some of you. Is there anything specific you guys want to do for these the rest of the 4 days?
I have something very specific I want to do.
Okay.
First, I'll ask Vera if I can borrow the VI as a sparring partner.
Okay.
But I
Vera?
mean, if Acelia is around, Vera would kind of direct you to ask her. She's trying to push people more towards asking Acelia as if she was an actual person, rather than asking Vera for permission.
So Jessica would try to find Asira, right?
Acelia.
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 Mm-hmm. Yes.
Acelia, I'm trying to develop some combat techniques. I was wondering if you'd be willing to be a sparring partner.
Of course. I just finished my time helping Mel and Jamar. Since it is pretty late in the evening, would tomorrow be a good time for us to start?
Yes, I'm looking specifically for close combat weapons techniques, especially those including guns.
Of course. I would be happy to assist.
And so basically what Dresscard is going to try to do is develop a fighting style that includes blade and gun in extreme close quarters. Basically imagine equilibrium gun katas kind of deal. That's what I'm going for.
No gunblade for you. Okay. Go ahead and roll me a athletics. And if you're doing it for one for every day, go ahead and give me 4 rolls.
Athletics.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah, you're mostly doing hand-to-hand stuff.
Ow. Couldn't that be dexterity based?
No.
How I fight melee.
That's nice for you.
Okay, so one of those is a nat 1 for a -1 at 0.
Okay.
But the other 3 are probably, well, 2 in the middle are probably okay. But I did also get a nat 20. So let's go in ascending order. Nat 1 for 0, 13 for 12, 19 for 18, and nat 20 for 19.
Okay, so that kind of works out because you progressively got better and better each day. First day was awful.
She kicks my ass.
She does. She does. She kicks your ass. To where the point it like frustrates the hell out of you, but you're a fighter, so you kept at it even though you were terrible on the first day. But you learned from your mistakes, and you slowly got a little bit better each day to the point to where you're catching on.
Yeah,
Your training's working.
I'm basically expecting her to have counters specifically to what I'm trying to do so I can learn from them and overcome them.
Right. Yeah, and that's exactly what she's doing. So yeah. So first day was rough, but got a little better each day. Okay. Anyone else? I know Jamar, you are gonna be working, I assume, on the shotgun.
Yep.
Okay. Do 4 weaponsmithing. Overtime weaponsmithing. There you go.
4 of them. Okay.
Yeah. When it's longer trips, I don't have you do too many rolls, but when it's short enough, I'm like, give me one per day.
Okay. 17.
Okay.
10.
Okay.
Much better. 22.
Nice.
And 23.
Perfect. So you have one that's a little rough time when you're trying to get the frame completely together. Kind of frustrates you because it's not quite going the way you had in your head. But once you got over that hump, you were able to kind of piece it together. So at this point, you have a nice frame for the shotgun, and you're able to get some progress done on it. You still have a ways to go, but you got a lot done. Anyone else doing anything?
Delia's gonna be working on her bar.
Like just installing it?
Installing it, fixing the stuff that got broken before. And then if Mel's not doing anything else, she'd invite Mel to help her. Just for, I guess it's more gossipy than actually helping. Just expect Mel to actually do anything. But she likes the company.
Okay. Okay. You guys could definitely bond over trying to fix the broken stuff. However, the installation for the bar itself is really easy because everything's already put together. It's just a matter of just kind of locking it into place wherever you want to put it, and kind of essentially bolting it to the wall if you guys want it on the wall, whatever. So you guys are able to do that pretty easily without doing any kind of roll.
Yeah, Mel's not helping at all. She's like relaxing and just watching you work. And just chatting and gossiping because she had at that point had been working 12 hours in the med bay on another project by the time she met up with you and did that, so she's tired.
And even on the nights you were in the med bay, she probably still, because other than Mercy, she's only slept in your room, so she's probably visiting you in your room every night. Nothing quite that far, just like
just hanging out.
Yeah. Just hanging out.
Just I have really comfy pillows. They're like velvet and soft, other soft materials. And
the AI is an asshole. Doesn't let me into Vera's room.
She likes a lot of different textures and colors. Mel does, like I said, she works in the med bay on some projects, about 12 hours each day. And she makes 2, and I'll post this in the Discord chat. So I'm keeping one for myself. I'm going to give the other 2 Jamar. But it's it's weird names, but it's one of my enhanced med gels that I can make, and it's Vitellect Septic or step. It's STYPTIC. I don't know how to pronounce that. But basically it's an enhanced Vitellect, which is after using this med gel, you'll gain a +2 bonus to all ranged tech attack rolls for 1 minute. And she took that and then enhanced it with the Steptic or whatever, which means that it's not a normal common metagel, it's an enhanced version. So it's a 4d4 + 4, plus it gives you the +2 bonus to the range thing. So I'll post that in Discord.
And how long does that last for?
1 minute.
+2? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Perfect for combat.
+2 bonus is for 1 minute, yeah. After they take it. And then she's gonna give 2 metagels to Athelia, and one of them is called an opioid, and it's once you take it within 1 minute of using this metagel, the next time you take damage that reduces you to 0 hit points but doesn't kill you outright, you're reduced to 1 hit point instead. It's like a death guard if you know
Oh,
you're
thank
about to go
God.
down.
So it's like Death Ward.
Yeah, it's like if
Yeah.
you know you're about to go down, and it's only for a minute after using it. So, but I mean that's pretty good for combat, right? So if you know you're not doing so hot, you need a med gel anyway. It's a good option. So I'll post that as well. And that one's just a normal common one, med gel, but it has that extra bonus of, in addition to being a common meta gel, it will boost you up if you hit 0. And that she
Nice.
also gives you one, Thelia, one of the Minigen, similar to the one she's given you before, but it's the enhanced version. So it's the Minigen X3, but the Steptic version. So it's the Metagel that gives you a +2 damage to all your biotic powers and cantrips for 1 minute. And it's the enhanced version, so it's a 4d4+4 Metagel. So she gives that to you as well. The others will have to wait because I only had 4 days.
Medic on board.
I will post those.
God, you guys are gonna be so
Thank
freaking OP. Not that you guys are already. Okay. Vera, are you doing anything specific?
Yeah. So that first day that we leave the Citadel, while Vera is still technically off duty, doesn't resume work until the day after the hangover.
Of course.
She is going to go into the cockpit and just kind of slouch into the co-pilot's chair, staring at Brockus until he acknowledges that she's there.
Okay.
You got something on your mind?
I do, actually. The subject of your children comes up every once in a while, and it got me thinking. When are we gonna meet those Asari of yours?
Whenever they find a free moment. And one of them's off. God's knows where, deep in some ruin somewhere, and the other 2 are commandos, so they pop around once in a blue.
Maybe you should send them a message.
I did a couple weeks ago.
They might be on our path somewhere.
Yeah, sort of. Not really. Last I heard, Z's over in what was it? The Voyager cluster she was in?
She was over in the Nubian Expanse.
Yeah. Z was over in the Nubian Expanse. Again, neck deep in some ruin.
I mean, it's out of your way, but it's not that much further than where you guys are going.
The other 2, they haven't really gotten back to me, but that's not normal. Commando work, classified.
I suppose I can understand that. But, when we're all finished in the Maroon Sea, Nubian Expanse is only 2 jumps away.
Yeah, but Mercy would kill me if I didn't bring her along to see Z. Those 2 have a bit of a connection with one another. Her and the twins, I mean, don't get me wrong, they love her, but she's a bit of a prankster when it comes to those 2, always touching their stuff when they don't want her to. Military types.
I get it. Well, I think it would be really neat to meet your children, the rest of your children. I've heard a lot of stories, and they're quite intriguing, so, maybe if they have the time, if we have the time at some point, we could all meet up somewhere.
Would be nice.
Maybe when you hear back from them, if you hear back from them anytime soon, just send them an invitation.
Yeah, I think I can do that once we get out of this terror planet that we're going to.
Yeah, definitely don't want to meet up with anyone there.
Is it just me, or does this feel like we're walking into another secret military bioweapon experiment?
I didn't want to say it, but yeah, 100%. This just
biologists, microbiologists,
yeah,
poison experts. This just sounds like somebody's just trying to make like another version of a genophage or something.
And I've been thinking about it, and we've been running into those Cerberus people a lot. Now, I don't know if it's just because of my particular disposition towards humans, but I'm inclined to believe that they're involved.
I'm right there with you. They seem to be popping up left and right with us too.
It has me pretty concerned, actually. I mean,
it's the whole reason why I left Mercy behind.
Humans, when they're by themselves or in small groups, they're really just a nuisance. But when they're all together, when they're coordinated, they can be kind of dangerous.
Careful, you're kind of sounding like kind of like the Turian military and what you were all saying about us back then.
Well, I mean, were we wrong?
No. I mean, we did nuke ourselves, but yes. I think you all went a little overboard with the whole phage.
I won't disagree. It's a touchy topic, as it should be, I think. I don't think there's anyone out there that really sees it as black and white and thinks it was, the right thing to do. But it is what we did, and we'll have to find a way to move forward with that.
Just to let you know, I don't hold any personal grudge against you. You didn't press the button.
And for whatever it's worth, if I was in the position where I had to press the button, I'm not sure if I could.
Careful. That'll get you court-martialed.
Well, if I was ordered to, Brockus, orders are orders.
Orders are orders.
Well, if you hear back from your daughters, let me know. I was thinking, if we can make time, maybe I'd invite my sister along.
That's right, you've got a sister. And I know there's been talk about wanting to meet her too.
Yes. I'm just trying to figure out the logistics of, us going to Palavin in this with some humans on board.
Oh, can you imagine the look on the military's face?
No, I couldn't, because we wouldn't see it from the pieces of our ship that would be floating through space as we approach Palavin. But I'll figure it out on my end.
I'll figure it out on my end, try to get in contact with the kids.
Let's keep it a surprise, too, from everyone else.
I think we can do that.
Wonderful. She'll get up and just kind of give Brockus a pat on the shoulder and go back to her room. And over the next 3-4 days, however long it takes, she's going to spend a lot of time with Asilia, kind of teaching her the nuances of social situations as much as a Turian can.
Okay.
And spending some time with her, like, off duty, watching movies and just hanging out and stuff. Okay. Brockus will at one point, though, get a very official request signed by Navigator Kyrian for Asilia to be assigned the role of Chief Security Officer aboard the ship.
I don't think he'd have a problem signing off on that.
Just making it official.
Of course. Paper trail and all that.
Exactly.
On Brockus's end, he's gonna pretty much throw himself into work. just to distract himself for, for once having an empty ship when it comes to like kids.
Right.
And worrying about Mercy. So it's pretty much when it's needed, he's piloting the ship, and when it's not, he's pretty much going full bore Krogan training in like training simulations.
Okay. Alrighty.
Also, I
And-
just would like to mention that every now and then you guys hear this little like clunk, 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 clunk. And then Mel has
Thinking of Mass
programmed,
Effect 3.
she's programmed the little robot dog to make little dog sounds. So it sounds like it's panting. And it has little robotic arfs. And then it just continues on. So it's programmed to see someone bark, interact, and then just keep going. Clunk, clunk, clunk.
Robo puppy bark commencing. Yep,
Yeah.
yep, yep. Robo puppies bark completed.
Bark, 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 bark.
Bark, bark,
Just
bark.
think of Futurama. Just Robo puppy's fucking annoying. And are you sticking with the name Sparky?
For now.
Okay. I didn't know if that was just a funny joke because it was on the
I haven't thought of
Fritz
anything
one.
better, so.
Okay, that's fair. Okay.
Does that mean like every now and then he gets like a little twinge and he just sparks?
Oh
No,
yeah,
she fixed
she
him up by
hasn't
then.
fully repaired him yet. I mean, I
Oh,
did,
okay.
but I left his little tails got a little. Pss.
Just for fun.
Yep, just for fun.
Just for fun. For the namesake.
It's a safe spark, like a little Tesla coil.
As opposed to you know, with a fork into a socket,
Yeah.
Safer than
Yeah.
that.
Don't worry about it.
It's like protected, encased in like reinforced glass or whatever, but it looks like a little like light bulb tail. And it just
And
sparks.
instead of waking you up by licking your cheek, wakes you up by electrocuting you.
Yeah, just a little shock. Arf,
Shock
arf.
there.
It's like
It's
when
fine.
it's like when a blanket comes freshly out of the dryer and it just touches you and it's that shock.
And she's also painted like spots on it, so it looks like it's a little spotted dog. Not like Dalmatian spots, but like like the bigger spots.
Yeah. Okay.
It's adorable.
And a
Alright.
little doggy.
We're like
face.
cocker spaniel blobs, kind of covering it a little bit.
Sure, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I think at some point everyone would probably get an invitation with Delia when she finishes the bar. If they want to come check it out, have a few drinks, they're welcome
yeah.
to.
Definitely.
So that includes Celia.
For the record, you are
Noticed.
getting pretty low on alcohol. You did not restock last time.
Dresscar's quite a few.
I'm talking about Athelia. She has not. Her bar is getting pretty low on stock.
Should be enough
That's all
for
I'm
a few
saying.
drinks for everyone.
I'm just saying.
I'll
I'm
do
not
stock
limiting
next time.
you. I'm just letting you know that you don't have an unlimited amount of alcohol on that ship, girl.
No, I know.
Ophelia, was this on day 1, 2?
Probably about around day 3.
Okay, I don't drink
I
heavily
imagine.
then.
Okay.
How
Day
frustrated was
1,
he?
Dresscar got his ass handed to him in training, so
Well, I imagine we didn't have the
That's
bar
fair.
done until day 3. So
Yeah. Well,
Spend some
it's
time,
not
yeah.
that
I know.
hard.
I know we had to spend some time on
You
it.
were lazy. You were distracted. So, yeah. And Acelia would be spending like first half of the day helping Dresscar and then going to hang out with Vera and everything, just kind of splitting up that time between training and social etiquette. The do's and don'ts of her. At some point, probably on the end of the second day, Vera, you do get a email that is encrypted. However, it is pretty easy for you to decrypt it because it is asking for your military ID. And when you open it up, you see it is from your contact that you sent the stuff
Okay.
from earlier.
Yep.
Basically identifies themselves as the commander officer of the 6th Fleet, saying that they were appreciative of your information and they did contact Rade for confirmation on him actually knowing you and everything like that, making sure that you're good, you're not some rando person. They did say if there's any more Cerberus activity to definitely let them know. And again, thank you for being cooperative with the Turian military.
Okay, I will just respond in the affirmative and keep that in mind if we come across any more. And I think, yeah, we're gonna do it. I'm gonna regret this, but we're gonna do it. I'm gonna send
Okay.
a message, an email to Arleo. It just says sorry. That's all it says. Not checking my email again after that.
Okay. You do get a ping back, but since you don't check it, you just see it's from him, and that's it. And
I click the box next to it, bring down the drop down, mark as red. Don't look at it.
You're one
Oh,
of those.
Damn.
You're one of those.
That's just
That's cold.
That's vicious. That's vicious. ADH Adventures. Hey, welcome. Thank you so much for that raid. Hey guys. Okay. And I forgot to tell you because we kind of skipped ahead a little bit. The commanding officer does give you his name, saying that he does trust you now. He since you were confirmed, biolist and everything. So he is the commander officer of the 6th Fleet, and his name is Herius Belnus. Turian spelling. Herieus, and then Bellnis.
Okay. And that I assume would be a name that I recognize. You know,
You are familiar
someone
with it,
being
yeah.
that rank. Yeah.
Considering it's a commanding officer of a fleet, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't serve in his fleet in particular, but fleet commander, that's pretty
Right.
big.
Yes. Go ahead and give me a history roll.
Okay. What is my history? Pretty good actually. That's 19.
19. Okay, you do know a little bit about this fleet, because you know that there's a handful of them of the Turian fleet, and the 6th Fleet in particular, you realize they're more part of the Citadel territory as far as like that area of space, the Citadel space. Of course, just like everything else it's classified, but you do know that they are located in Citadel space, particularly.
Good to know.
Okay. Any last minute things you guys want to do before we reach the final day?
If the first half of my day is physical training, then the second
Mhm.
half of my day is I want to be working on. I can't remember what it's called, but the ship security systems. What is it? RWS or something like that.
The EWS, I think is what they're called.
EWS. Yeah, I wanna be working towards proficiency on EWS.
Okay. You would have to put in quite a bit of training for that. But it's not impossible to do it. So
Well,
yeah.
I can't do physical training all day.
Well, I
That
know
has
that.
diminishing
I'm just saying. I know, but to gain proficiency in something, it's gonna take the time. It's not something like, oh, it's a week, you got it, cool.
That's fine.
But it's possible. So yeah, go ahead and give me you're not gonna do as many rolls this time. Go ahead and give me 2 electronic rolls and then a percentile.
Electronics is +6. Okay, so one's a dirty 20 and one's a 24. And then
Okay.
you said percentile?
Yes.
Wow, 95.
Jesus Christ. Okay. So you're picking it up pretty quickly. Again, you have a lot of work ahead of you, but you're off to a great start. You're doing really good. So go ahead and actually no, I'll go ahead and I'll mark it. But yeah, no, you're progressing pretty well. But again, you still have a lot of work ahead of you before you can become proficient in it.
Okay.
Good run. Good run for the trip. So yeah, so by the 5th day, you guys, it's about middle of the day. You notice that there are some ships that are kind of blipping on the radar, Vera, but you guys are able to kind of find a nice path to kind of get around them. And you're assuming they're probably pirate ships. No guarantee, because again, this is just blips on radar, but because of the warning, you decide to just kind of go, so to speak, under the radar of them and try to get past. I'm gonna quickly need a let's go ahead and do a dexterity roll, piloting roll from. I almost said Dresscar again. Focus.
Dresscar, get out of the pilot seat.
Get it out of the seat.
Shotgun racks, move.
Just like right next to his ear too.
Get the fuck out of my seat.
Piloting, you said?
Do it with advantage because I would assume Vera is actually assisting you with this, saying like, "Oh shit, they're here." Considering that she kind of made that her job, I would assume she's helping.
So that is going to be a total of 22.
Perfect. Okay, yeah. So between you and Vera being in sync with each other and communicating very well with each other, you are able to not draw any attention to yourselves as you are able to get through. Considering how the ship is like black and red, you blend in fairly decently into space for a bit at least. So you get in and you can see the fumes on this planet. You can just see this dark sickly green just slowly swirling and consuming this planet. And thanks to Arissa forwarding you the coordinates on where the origin may have been, you guys have a good direction on where to go on this planet, at least to investigate it. How would you guys like to approach this? Do you want to land on the planet? Do you want to send out a shuttle? What would you guys like to do to get on the planet side?
Can we get any sort of like preliminary scan from the surface on our from where we're at in space at the moment?
You can. Vera, since you're on navigations, go ahead and give me that roll, the navigation roll.
Ooh, that is a very good roll. One away from max. That's a 26.
Very nice. Okay. So you can see that there's, as far as any scans of any rocky or harsh terrain, it looks like it's almost non-existent. There's little bits here and there, but it looks like it's pretty flat to begin with. It's a little hard to tell because, of course, you can see it's lit up like a freaking Christmas tree as far as like life forms, but you don't know what that entails. As far as like if they're creatures, people, so on and so forth. But you're like, okay, it's a planet, it's got to have something on there. But yeah, you can see that it's a pretty flat planet.
And I do a scan with the comm system just to see if I pick up any radios, anything that's sending out a signal.
You can, yeah. Go ahead and give me that roll. That is a good check.
And not a terrible roll. That'd be a 16.
16? You are getting a very faint signal from some sort of electronical device near the area that Arissa gave you the coordinates of where the origin may be.
So
it doesn't seem like it's any kind of like communication as far as like something trying to reach out for something, but it's electrical.
Yeah.
And you know it's there.
So I'll relay that information to whoever's up near where we work. So I know Vera and Brock is at the very minimum.
Yeah. And again, those rooms that you guys are in, if you wanted to run these tests, you're like right in the next room. You could yell at each other super easily. So you guys are all near each other.
So she'll probably just yell out that she found electronic signals.
Can you identify what sort of signals they are, what they're coming from?
Not really. They're a
You
little
were-
fuzzy.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. They're a
Yeah,
little
you're
fuzzy.
not really able. You know there's something there, but it's kind of faint. You don't know what it is
Yeah.
exactly, but it's giving off like electrical waves.
We'd have to get closer for me to be able to tell exactly what it is, but it's not like they're sending a signal out to get someone's attention.
With the pirate activity around here, I'm really hesitant to leave the ship up in orbit. Take it down. Dispense on the Mako.
Yeah, the other alternative, I guess, is we leave the ship in orbit, but Acelia stays behind on the ship. That way, if anything happens, she can take it somewhere.
Oh, we can leave her on. We can leave it on the planet. We can leave her on the ship. I'd much rather have the ship planet side. That way, if we need to get on board quick, we can. No telling what's going to be down there. If we're going to run into like more poison-infused Turians or whatever.
At least if she's on the ship, we can have her bring the ship to wherever we're at, or the weapons on the ship to wherever we're at.
Yeah.
Well, if we land the ship, then might be a better idea for her to come with us. Just if we don't land the ship,
I would prefer
someone would have to stay behind.
I would prefer she stay on the ship, seeing as how she's capable of landing it.
But I also wonder how noticeable it is when we land the ship versus taking a shuttle down.
That's my concern. It is a very noticeable ship, so seeing something like this descending through the atmosphere, I think all eyes on, a quarter of the planet is probably going to see us.
Bill, you're tinkering inside the belly of the beast. Did you find anything reminiscent of a stealth drive? Hopeful asks here.
On a Krogan ship?
Look, it was made from a magical Prothean device. I don't know, how nice that is to us.
DM, have I seen anything like that?
You have not.
I didn't think so.
You know, being an engineer working on ships, you know that you can get it installed. It's expensive, but you can get it installed. But this ship right now does not have any kind of cloaking device.
Yeah, you just hear like a Krogan ship.
That's what
Right.
I thought. Hope it against hope here.
Yeah, we're not really stealthy.
Well,
However, I do agree with you. We probably shouldn't leave it in orbit because pirates tend to like to board ships in orbit. On planet side, it's a bit harder to pinpoint, especially with all this poison about. What pirates are going to want to, come down here?
Yeah, I'm in agreement there. I'd much rather leave it planet side than.
But I
Unless we
also
get
agree
some
that
unless-
Cilia would be good to leave on the ship too, just in case.
Mhm. Unless we get some sort of alarm saying that the gas is also acidic and is eating through the plating, and then, well, that's another story.
The sensors should be able to figure that out once we get close enough to take samples.
At the very worst, if Celia's here, she can take it back up to orbit if need be.
True.
Yeah.
All right. So, Brockus is gonna bring the ship in close enough to start, being able to take samples of the how bad the air is.
Okay. How do you want to take samples?
I figure the ship's got sensors that can
Okay.
sense the environment, right? Or do they not? I don't know.
They do, but it's like basic. It's nothing super like advanced. So it can pick up more like the chemical compound. But as far as like capturing it, you'd probably want to do
I can send out a drone. I can send out
yeah.
one of my drones. The repair drone is like a medical type drone, I imagine that one might have certain sensors to sense things like that.
Mm-hmm. It would, because it's medical too, it would have a compartment to hold any small amount of materials. So if you wanted to, you could put in like a vial or something like that and have it kind of suck in some materials and collect it in a safer way.
All right, I'll summon my repair drone,
Okay.
which I don't remember.
Are you guys
one's
still
called-
kind of hovering within the atmosphere, or have you guys landed at this point?
That's Apollo, my little kissy face one.
I think at this point we're hovering just until we get the general composition of what the air is like.
Okay. So you definitely would have to be within the atmosphere to get that, but I mean you're still pretty high up to where you could easily send a drone out. So you go ahead and you send your drone out. And your drone only lasts like a minute, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty. It's kind of dumb. Like it's good for.
Oh no.
I mean, it's kind of dumb the way these are set up. I guess they're good for like combat, but like
Yeah.
They're made
mean-
for combat. I can send Wheatley out if you want me to. If you want to run a scout.
I mean, either way, you can send them both out if you want. I just want to confirm that it's like a minute, so the drone knows to kind of quickly grab and then come back. Otherwise, it's just gonna float out there and then disassemble and just fall. So,
As I
Yeah.
said, I can send out Wheatley if you want, because Wheatley has no limit outside of his own stupidity.
I mean, can Wheatley hold a sample thing?
You have a
did
grabby
you?
claw.
I don't think you installed any grabby claws or compartments on him to do that.
It's
Duct
fine.
tape.
I'll send
Duct
Apollo. Apollo can
Duct
handle
tape.
this. Go
Okay,
fast,
yeah.
Apollo. Grab and go back. Real
Okay.
fast.
So it goes like reet, reet, and then goes out, and so it's just a few seconds since you guys are kind of right there. Just dips really quick to the atmosphere. When it comes back, you notice that she's slowly starting to be corroded, like very slowly from this poison. But they're able to
Him.
grab.
Apollo
the
is
thing.
a him.
Oh, him. I'm sorry. I don't know why I thought you said Freya. Apollo. My bad. I said Freya. I'm sorry.
Like, oh, sorry, boy. All right. Well, that doesn't look good.
Doesn't bode well for the ship.
I'm gonna use the suit and the special gloves and the special
Okay.
suit we have to like
Yep.
handle the sample and run some analysis on it.
Okay. Okay. So you're able to do that. So you're running an analysis on it, and you notice that there's some pretty powerful toxins. It looks like it's a weird Frankenstein concoction. Definitely something from your knowledge, at least, without any proof, that you're pretty sure it's man-made, because this toxin looks like it was kind of taken from several different things and then turned into like this mishmash of this powerful, very potent poison.
Once the drone is back on the ship, Brockus is gonna pull back out into orbit.
Did I get
Okay.
any I'm specifically testing on the how acidic it would be to the certain alloys that I know the ship's made out of. So I'm
So-
testing that.
Okay, so what you can do, because when it's in the bottle, it starts to, because it's a gas, it starts to slowly turn into a liquid and almost like condensates and just slowly piles into more of like a liquid inside after a little bit of time. So once you start noticing it completely kind of dissipate into the liquid, you go ahead and you just put a little tiny drop onto just like a random piece of the ship that you know it won't do like too much damage to. It's not like you're going
Like
to the engine
scrap.
room and going,
Yeah.
and you notice that it doesn't do anything. So you get the sense that whatever the metal the ship is made out of, it is completely durable to the poison.
All right, I'll send out a message and say ship should be fine.
What
Our
about the Mako?
drones might not be so good. Can I run a test on Wheatley? Can you bring him by? I think he's stronger than my drones, but I want to check.
Mel, can you run a test on the Mako as well? Make sure that we're not gonna get eaten in there.
Yes.
absolutely.
Okay. So
either that or tell me the composition of Wheatley and I'll test it on something comparable so we don't actually hurt him.
I'll just send down a plate of exactly what Wheatley's made out of.
okay.
I tested.
I
on
don't
the
expect you to
Wheatley
know
plate.
it off the top of your head, but
Well, considering I can rebuild Wheatley, I'm assuming I also have the parts on hand to do so.
yeah,
So
yeah,
it's
of
like,
course.
here, spare plate for whatever he was armored with today.
You send
course.
the previous Wheatley that didn't quite make it.
Oh, no.
You
Listen.
failed me.
We haven't lost a Wheatley yet, okay?
There's prototypes. There's prototypes.
That's
I'm
true,
pretty
there's
sure
prototypes.
Jamar
That's
has
a
been
good thing,
disassembling them after every mission,
It's
like,
like
you
you
piece of shit
failed
failing
me.
me.
removing the parts that didn't live up to his expectations.
We can rebuild them. We have the technology. Okay.
We have the Omnigel.
We have the Omnigel. So you go ahead and you do a drop on the material that Wheatley's made out of. And it's very, very slow, but you do see the corrosion just slowly starting to spread. Even though it was just a drop, it's just slowly expanding more and more on this piece of material.
I send the results of the test back to Jamar so he knows the exact, like the rate of deterioration and what to expect.
So Jamar, you would know that if you were to use Wheatley, he could probably last for battle. But if you have him out any longer than that, he will be destroyed. He would probably last about maybe a minute with the corrosion. Maybe 5 max.
Wheatley, looks like you're traveling in a protective backpack this time.
And the Mako, I know what the Mako is made out of, so I'm going to do a test piece. I know that is it like in Mass Effect where it can handle like some, but after
Guess we're
you're
gonna
in
find
there
it.
too
Huh.
long.
This is important. Which Mako are you doing this on?
The
Old
new one, I
Volkswagen
think?
Mako or new Mako?
The new one.
No, we're not
Okay.
taking the station
I mean-
wagon out there. Are you kidding?
If
Station
it's
wagon
gonna be
is the
crappy, we should
spare.
take the station wagon just so we don't ruin the new one.
Let's be honest, the other one's way better anyway because it's much more roomy too.
The
Okay,
new
yeah.
one.
So you go ahead and you just like before do a drop on like the very like tip of it so it doesn't damage anything else, and you notice just like the ship, nothing seems to happen to it.
Mako should be fine. No
No.
signs of deterioration. Can't guarantee it after prolonged, days exposure or anything like that, but it looks pretty good.
In that case, we should probably drop pretty close to where we think the source is. We
Agreed.
have the coordinates and we've confirmed it with the electronics read.
How about this? We let our chief security officer here drop us in the Mako close by, and then you can find a suitable landing.
Do you have a chief security officer?
I am the
Oh.
new chief security officer.
Yeah, I forgot to announce that. I'm sorry.
Lieutenant Vera has promoted me to be officially part of your team with a job.
That's great. Welcome to the group.
Thank you, Mel. I appreciate that.
Well, I feel a lot safer already. So you're doing a great job.
If we had known earlier, we could have thrown a welcome party.
Would
Let's
you all
just
get drunk
call
like
it-
before?
Oh, yes.
Mm.
Just call that the welcome party.
I don't get drunk.
I think that depends on what day we did it on.
Also, I was looking at Brockus's history. He's closer to 400 than he is 350.
He
little
forgets
older
his
than
age.
Ophelia.
He's like, when you get to a certain age, you're like,
you just stop counting.
you just stop.
Yeah.
Go from
They're
counting
kind of like the
years
age I'm at right now. I don't
to
even know
counting
how
the
old I am right now.
decades,
Yep.
to counting the centuries.
Some days I think I'm 33. Other days I think I'm 30. I'm
It's
like,
when
I don't know
you
how old I
have-
am anymore.
It's when you have to write your age
Yeah.
on a document and you
Yeah.
actually have to stop and think.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck.
I'm like,
Hey.
shit.
Okay,
I'm
I'm
30.
this
Yes.
year minus the date from 2022.
Yeah. When you start having to do actual math, it's like
When you
It's like,
just
oh,
when you
fuck.
just when you just right? Yes, or alive
Yes.
as your age.
Mid-30s. Is that good enough? Is that...
Yeah, there we go. That's-
Old
that's
enough.
Ballparking it.
Look,
okay,
here's the
so-
year. You do the math.
So we're basically gonna pull a classic Mass Effect where you're gonna have the ship fly down just low enough to where you pretty much launch the
Yep.
Mako and it soars a few hundred feet and then lands. Because for some
Yep.
reason it doesn't crush you.
It's,
Okay.
Logic.
it's the strategic firing of the jump jets at points in the drop that stop you from being crushed.
I mean, it's cool when you see it in the game, and at the same time, you're just like, how did you not break your neck while you like land? It's like the fuck.
There's also no
Really good
absolutely no
suspension.
atmospheric burn as you go down either.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Andromeda showed us that they have like that harness, like in
Roller coasters.
like roller coasters that you just pull over yourself, and I'm like, that
Oh.
can't protect your body.
Oh
Although
no.
they did at least show the atmospheric
Bruises.
burn in Andromeda.
They did. Yeah, they
The
did.
bruises.
Yeah. So I'm assuming that is
You're
the
in
plan
armor.
then.
Light armor.
But you got
It's
to
more like
upgrade
second
it.
skin.
I
Um,
will also request that Acilia purge the atmosphere from the cargo bay after we've exited, so we
Yep.
don't have, a toxic cloud sitting in our cargo bay.
Okay.
Eating
Good
whatever's in
idea.
there.
Great idea. Okay. So I'm assuming because of that, are you keeping the Varen in your room, or are you putting them in the other cargo bay?
They will stay in my room out of their cages.
Okay.
Because I've
'Cause you
set
got
up the
someone on board,
camera and
so.
stuff as well for Mercy if she ever wants to check in on them. So
Okay. Plus you have someone on the ship, so it's not as bad. So okay, so just as instructed, Acelia gets just low enough. You're still several hundred feet above the ground, but gets right into position, close enough to the area you guys want to get without being exactly on target. And you guys strap into the Mako. I'm assuming you're bringing the cube just in case, maybe. And you guys get launched out and land planet side. And you can see it's pretty thick. It's almost like a fog. So it's a little hard to see just a few feet ahead of you because of how thick this toxic cloud is around you guys as you start driving. You do notice your electronics fritz a little bit, but you are able to get the coordinates still on the Mako to get to that destination where the origin may be, as well as where Athelia pinpointed where the electrical waves are coming from. And that is where we're going to end tonight's game.
Okay.
Unless you wanted to say something really quick, but I was like, that's a good place to stop.
Oh no, that is a good stopping point. I was just gonna say when it went on the Fritz, Mel just goes boom. We're fine.
Yes, the mechanic special of the fawns.
I was gonna say, you're just fonzing it, where you're just like, hey.
Clunk.
So yeah, so it's
Come on.
it's kind of messing with a bit of your electronics, but it's not terrible. There's static, but it's not bad. So yeah, that is it, guys. You were on this horrible, horrible planet. But you guys did amazing testing ahead of time. Because it was going to be bad times when Wheatley came out. I was going to be like, oh no. Wheatley gonna die. Poor Wheatley.
Since
I am
Wheatley's
a little,
not summoned, I'm just assuming he's going in a protective bag.
I am a little concerned about
Yeah.
our weapons, though.
Yeah, we didn't test those. Well, you guys didn't.
Not. I did not think to do that.
I didn't
'Cause
think
you'll
about it
find
either
out.
until literally just now. So
No one tested the armor.
Luckily, not all of us need weapons.
I mean, I've got my Omni Blade, so if the guns are useless, I can at least, run up there beside Drescar and help out.
Y'all can just be the human shields, and I'll just cast spells and everything.
My gun is special. It
Yeah.
can't burn. You can't take it away.
Only
Oh,
one
really?
Of us is human.
Fine, all of you are. Whatever race you are, shields.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, we knew Brachus was a Krogan shield.
Literally. Yeah.
What's that?
You have a shield, and you're a Krogan shield. Meat shield.
We're using you all as meat shields.
Metal shield, and meat shield.
Yep, exactly. Good combo.
Hopefully the metal shield holds up too.
I mean, it
Biotic
survived
shield.
a lot.
Apparently, more testing probably should have been had, but We'll find out next time.
We'll find out. Yeah. So thank you guys for hanging out with us. We continue this adventure with the Mimsy Six. We are Mass Effect Horizons. We play every Monday. And then every Tuesday, we have our Destiny Forge Campaign 3 going on right now, where Rojan walks us through that. It's kind of a horror-esque type campaign. Horror. I want to say that slower, so it's not a horror. That's what this show is, apparently. Then we have 2 alternating Saturday shows. We have Wayward Wanderers, where Azrin walks them through a Pathfinder 2 Extinction Curse campaign. And then the alternating Saturdays, we do have Rojan walking us through Withered Waste in a post-Arcana Apocalypse style game. And then we have our once a month, first Saturday of every month, our Behold Lore game, where we do have a topic and we do have a guest. So I will go ahead and announce that now, since we're about a week, almost 2 weeks away from that right now. We're having Siva join us. So when we get a little bit closer to it, I will go ahead and put a reminder out for anyone who wants to ask questions regarding any of her characters from any game, one shot, and everything in between. And then our topic is going to be talking a little bit about the continent of Odag, which, for those of you who don't know, is the continent that our campaign 3 is on. So we just kind of want to give everyone a little bit more of an insight and history of this continent that we are on, since it's entirely different from the last one. So join us for that. And then also coming up here in a couple weeks, actually, yeah, next Friday is when we start it. We are having 1, possibly 2 episodes of the Chimera Collective. So Kiara Phoenix is bringing us back in to a somewhat Valentine's Day themed mini story. But of course, just like the previous ones, it is dark. So it's not lovey-dovey. And if it is, it's going to be dark lovey-dovey, which is never a good time, but it's gonna be a good time. So keep an eye out for that announcement. Otherwise, we will see you guys back here next Monday and back here on the channel tomorrow for some more Destiny Forge. Until then, guys, take care.